Like a partition.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? Well, yeah, I was gonna say talking to the mic, see if they can hear you or not.
Mic check. Mic check.
Can y'all hear us and all that?
Yo, 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 yo.
Somebody said we early because we on time.
we actually late.
Don't say that. They don't know that. They don't know that. They said audio is perfect.
Where's the remote to the TV? Is it over there?
I see that.
What did I do with it?
Is that ain't in the floor?
Dang, Tigolo said Zion is reportedly at 330 pounds.
Hey, man. Y'all let that
Man, Tigolo, Thanksgiving was last week, man. Let that man. That man was at home for Thanksgiving. He'd be straight, man. He good.
Abel K, I think FPS we might do. Have you watched the anime show on Netflix?
Which one? Oh, League of Legends?
No.
Arcane?
Yeah.
No, but I keep hearing it's good.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's good.
And I want to watch it. There is one more thing I got to do. You know what? I'm going to find, because I don't feel like getting up again. So I'm going to see if there's a game on.
It is.
It is.
The Knicks are on.
A better game is the Mavs and the Nets.
You say better game? Are the Knicks losing?
What? No, the Knicks winning. I'm just saying it's a better game.
I want to see the Knicks because I thought.
Come on, bro. You know Knicks don't take 3-0 leads. We lose 2 games, we gonna win a third one.
I do gotta get up there because goddamn water. All right, we're going to get started.
Well, that's a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a blowout. It looked like it was about to be a blowout at first.
How many Luca got? He looked like he's about to get hot.
I think he got under 25. They slowed him down after that hot start. Yep, we got new mics. Thanks to y'all for the super chats and becoming subscribers. What is it? What's that?
Membership.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
Oh, that's Johnson. I didn't know who that was earlier.
We didn't tell you about our new idea, right? For next year?
Mm-mm.
All right, we'll tell you after the show before we tell the folks.
All right, cool.
See what they think about it. All right, cool. Let's get started. See if Luca will be the hero. I've been chill on Luca this year.
We ain't shit to talk about. He ain't
really
been doing shit.
To talk about. All right, let's get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inge. Joining me on the show, we got Nikki Duce.
What it do? I'm back.
He back, y'all.
What Cam say? I'm back.
Don't
Hey,
do Cam.
don't say that though.
Don't do Cam,
Hey,
please.
next week we don't.
Hey, I'm just trying to be Cam for a week. If I can be Cam for a week, I'm good. I ain't say for a season.
Shelton J.
What's happening, man? What's good? What's good?
And yeah, no Feefo, but I think he should be back Thursday. But yeah, Nick is back. Fortunately, because we almost didn't have a show this week. It was just gonna be me and Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been fine because Q probably would have came on. But
yeah, Q said
Q
he's
said
coming.
he about to come.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he is coming.
I ain't got him set up then. Cool. Well, I'll do that. But meanwhile, thank you guys. I know Nick mentioned we see some people signing up for a membership. We thank you guys for that. It goes a long way, especially with everything that we got going on that we're looking to do next year. So yeah, it's really dope. So I appreciate everybody having the support or supporting us in that way. To sign up, you can just go to youtube.com/deadendsports. Or if you're watching from a desktop, just hit the join button and it'll hook you up. And you can sign up. It's 2 levels. Just pick one. Pick one you like. And we'll start rolling out those features by the new year. Next week, next Tuesday, will be the last show of the year. And we'll be back in January. I'll get a return date. I have a return date by then. But yeah. Yep. So, yep. Anyway, let's get into the show. I'll go ahead and get Q set up.
We got a super chat. Well, Imatron Z, to answer your question, we had a conversation about that today. We fought today about this Indiana thing, so I guess we can talk about that in a minute. So everything we talk about on the show be real because we do this outside the show too. Super chat from Adrian Wells. Adrian, what's happening? As always, you come in first. What's good, family? Been working a lot. I've been missing some episodes. I'm gonna keep the same energy. How about them Cowboys? We getting healthy? Hey, wait a minute now. Was Adrian working or was he out because they was losing? Now he been out 2 weeks.
They was losing more. Outside of this game, they lost like 3 of their last 5 out of the last 5 games. So
in them the weeks that Adrian got to work strangely. So you only work when the Cowboys lose. I see.
Damn, they got Patty Mills on. They got Patty Mills on Dawkins. The Nets playing some good defense.
They ain't got no shots.
What up, kid? All right, making sure y'all can hear me. I couldn't see y'all. I was about to text you a second ago.
Yeah, let's see if I can get this video on here.
That's what's up. Make sure we see what the fuck going on. Make sure we can see what's going on. Everybody, I'm Tyrone Capo here.
What you mean talking about that Indiana shit? You talking about the how they blown up? The whole team up.
Yeah, the Pacers are blowing up the whole team. So they decided today that everybody on the market, Turner, Sabonis, and
why they got Patty?
Malcolm Brogdon, Chris LeVert, everybody's available right now.
As they should be.
Yeah. So I was joking with Beezy. I meant to tell Beezy I was joking for sure, but I said I would love to have Sabonis. I'd trade Gordon Hayward in a minute for Sabonis.
Man, you trade Gordon Hayward for a pack of Ritz, man.
I really would. I really. So Beezy was acting as the Indiana GM. He was not having it.
He was like, hell no.
Adrian Wells said, to answer your question, you're right, and also I've been working a lot.
Oh shit, who is that? Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's Nick? Oh wow. I ain't even know you was still
bro? Hey.
You still doing this shit? No,
bro, hey. They didn't let me go. They almost let me go like Cuomo.
Oh, you saw?
He said I ain't going out like Chris.
Hey, they let him. They signed a part of his work release, so they let him off on Tuesday now.
He did.
They said I can't hide the evidence from my brother.
Dig that.
That's some crazy shit though. That's some crazy because I just read that they pulled his book deal and he ain't getting no severance package.
It's Chris Cuomo apparently is what it is. Nigga not Cuomo.
They should have like the Republicans normally do. Just say, yeah, we did it, and what? And just keep it moving. Keep the book deal, everything.
Because I was thinking, like, who wouldn't do that for their brother?
Yeah, no, it made sense. I mean, I get it, but you know. So yeah, I wonder where he's gonna go next, though. That was the thing that I was thinking about. We're gonna get into sports, y'all. But I was like, damn, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like, who's gonna pick him up?
I feel like the same, like, niggas like him are like, you remember what happened to Billy Bush? I feel like from Access Hollywood when he had that interview with Trump where he said to grab him by the pussy and shit.
Oh yeah.
And they fired him, but they gave him $10 million. I feel like once you get that, that's it. There's no like you can start your own little platform, but
nobody gonna subscribe to this shit.
They'll probably subscribe for like the first year and then that's it.
All right, let's
Adrian Wells, but yeah, we appreciate that, man. I was messing with you, but yeah, your Cowboys did come back, by the way. They came back.
They ain't come back for shit.
Hey, I always look forward to that every week. I'm glad we're back on track, Adrian. You know, my Super Bowl pick's still live. So let's keep going.
That's a bad pick. Do you want to run through these NFL topics real quick before we go to NBA?
What we got to do
we got to catch up. Yeah.
Oh, what
the league
fantasy? Yeah, hold on, let me see. What the hell is my phone?
I'm surprised you shouldn't already know who we in the playoffs now, y'all. We all made the playoffs at Feefo, as usual.
Oh, I beat I won this week. I beat Jay's snapshots.
You did.
Oh shit!
I think we all won this week, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did.
Busted B's ass.
I won with Matt Jones as my quarterback.
Oh, see, now I know why he wanted to start here first.
I'm on a win streak, boys. It's looking real Miami Dolphins over here today.
Dang, so we're in the playoffs?
Yeah, we're in the playoffs. I play you.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, because you've been talking all that shit on Tuesdays, talking about I got an overrated. You and Shell, y'all both.
I ain't say your team was overrated.
You said look, you ain't say those words, but you said everything else.
I ain't say it was overrated. You just, that was Shelton really going in on your team. I actually think at one point said you had a good team.
Oh yeah, I did say the same.
I was just noticing that the fall,
but
I knew why.
But yeah, because I got to be humble.
It wasn't humble because you lost Derrick Henry.
It was because I had to be humble. I couldn't be I was at top for too long.
All right,
that's what it was.
It got lonely.
Shout out to you, King Deal. You just finished your finals. That's dope. Now you're a free man. I appreciate that. That's dope.
Man, this is the second time I think I'm gonna play you without fucking Derek Cook. This some fucking.
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
I got Alexander Madison. That's what they call him in the streets.
You about to
Alexander Madison,
luckiest motherfucker, man, every goddamn time. Damn,
it ain't luck, man. It's strategic. And I picked up Chuba Hubbard too.
Get the fuck.
Not strategic, y'all.
I picked him up in the bye week.
It's not strategic. Dang, man, I'm in 4th place. Look at that. Boy, I tell you, that boy good. That boy good. All right, but yeah.
But let me.
We're actually from 4th to 7th. We're all tied. Just so you know. Y'all did say I had the worst team in the league.
So you do. No, yeah.
You have the absolute.
You got the luckiest team in the league right now.
We have the same record, sir.
Nah, yeah, but look at the points.
We got the same.
Look at the points discrepancy, man.
We got the same record.
Look at the point discrepancy. My team is nice.
Hey, James Harden out here filleting niggas, boy.
As a matter of fact, Shelton.
He did that to Luca, too. He went right for the finger.
As a matter of fact, Shelton, I'm the 2nd highest scoring team in the league.
Talk about it.
Where you at? So you just, all right. There's a big difference. My team just stay hurt at times. Your team would just suck. And you just caught some people injuries worked in your favor.
This is bull, man.
What happened?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
Nothing, man. I just looked at it.
He looked at his team again. Just hit him.
I can't believe I'm in 7th place.
Why not?
I'm surprised you can't believe it. You should be like, I can't believe I'm in the playoffs.
I'm just too good for this, man.
You should be happy you're in 7th place with as bad as that team is.
My team is awesome.
I mean, I don't understand why you.
I ran out of time.
They always say in the league, your record is your record.
I ran out of time. That's all it is. Because if you look
I don't understand the problem. You see the problem on here? What's Shelton complaining
I ran out of time.
That's what he earned. They say you earned the 7th spot.
I ran out of time, man.
Oh,
I did.
you're not gonna tell the people why you went? You see how his whole mood changed?
He ran out of excuses. That's
his
what
whole mood changed.
It did change.
He was like, "We all got the same record." Yeah,
We do. We got the same record.
We may have the same record, but we ain't in the same place.
We are not in the same place.
We ain't in the same place, boy.
Them points matter, bro.
Speaking of records,
have fun with the losers.
Let's get to these weekly picks too.
Yes, sir.
The update. All right. For week 13, for those weekly picks.
It was bad.
It was bad for me too. Well, it was bad for me, not yet. It was really bad for Feefo. Ken, you went 500, 2-2.
Oh, I did better than I thought.
Yeah, you went 500, 2-2. Shelton, you actually did 3-1. You went well. Feefo went 1-3, and then I went 2-2 as well. I gambled on this. Something told me to pick Seattle, but I don't like where they're going right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that San Fran Seattle game came down literally to the wire.
Neither does Sierra.
Yeah, so yeah, I almost picked Seattle, and I almost picked the Chargers, and I would have been 4-0, and I should have went with my gut.
That Bengals Chargers game, man. We're gonna get into it.
What game did I miss?
Suck.
Huh? What game did I miss?
You missed the San Fran Seattle game. We all picked San Fran.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something told me to pick Russell.
Yep. Yeah, so that was some bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Let's go to week 14 real quick before we get into the whole show. Week 14, just 4 games. Games are getting more shittier and shittier as the seasons go on. Mm-hmm. We had a hot NFL start and just getting whack as fuck. But we got Buffalo versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is the home team. Who y'all got?
You say Buffalo versus Tampa Bay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think y'all already, it seems like y'all already.
Tampa Bay.
I had jumped ahead by accident. What you got?
Yeah.
What you say, Q?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay?
By like 20.
Who you got, Sheldon?
Give me Tampa, but it ain't going to be that bad, Q, is it?
Man, Buffalo trash, man.
I agree with you 100%. You know,
they're not trash.
You know how I feel about them.
When
you have no running game, you might as well call it a wrap.
They call Frank Gore.
It's Diggs or bust.
Where they playing at?
In Tampa.
Oh.
Come on now.
Shit. Give me the Bucks, but damn. Yeah, I don't know if they're the type of team to be pissed after a loss like that.
Who, the Bills?
Yeah. I saw Micah Hyde got upset after looking.
I don't think they got to be pissed. I think they just got to be worrisome about their playoff seeding. Because now they're in the wild card.
But I'm just saying, like, if you lose like that, then where's your sense of pride to come out and say, you know what, we're going to get this shit because we're going to show these motherfuckers. I don't know if they got that. You know.
Maybe. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like 34-17, dog.
Damn.
Who you got?
You already know who I got.
Who?
Buffalo.
You going with Buffalo?
Yeah, you already know I'm going with Buffalo.
See, here's the problem I have with that.
I don't know.
Tampa. Tom was watching that game. Tom Brady know that they talking about Bill Belichick like they are. He got to come out and win this next.
Oh, he ain't gonna come out. And
he ain't gonna come out and do shit.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna come out for that.
Yeah, and that game,
he already won his title. What else do you got to say?
Yeah, he ain't got shit else to prove.
He still got stuff to prove. Tom always played with a chip on his shoulder. In his brain, he always gonna play with chip.
He probably text Bill and was like, "Man, good shit, bro."
Like he said, "You finally got to win the season."
Yeah, I don't think he cares about what happened in that game in terms of how it affects him because I don't think it does.
I think he does. I think he looks at everything that
I would say Tampa Bay doesn't look that good this year, like I did last year, or at least this part of the season last year.
Okay.
But the next game is the LA Rams versus Arizona at Arizona.
Arizona.
I'm going Rams.
Give me Arizona. I'm scared of them.
Give me Arizona. Rams.
Yeah, y'all still believe in the Rams?
Rams. Give me Rams.
I believe
it's in LA.
It's in
I mean, in Las Vegas. I mean, wherever they're at.
Yeah, Arizona.
Oh, it's in Arizona.
Yes.
Oh, it should be.
It's
in
a
LA
divisional game though, so it don't really matter where it's at.
Yeah, give me.
It should be in LA because I think the last time they beat them in
Arizona. No, they beat them.
They beat them
in LA.
Yeah, they beat them in LA.
Because I thought they were gonna lose for sure on the road.
Let me. That's gonna do some. Google. I'm gonna do a Google on that real quick.
The next one I got is Pittsburgh versus Minnesota.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Thielen not playing either. Give me Pittsburgh. And it's in Minnesota too, ain't it?
Yep. That's
without Dalvin Cook.
That's why I'm going Minnesota. Let's go, Alexander Madison.
This game is going to be in Arizona. They beat them on October 3rd in LA.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick though, going Minnesota, because I think both of these teams are probably desperate. About the same.
Yeah, Minnesota can't afford no loss.
Well, Minnesota to me is the
and I think Pittsburgh already know their season over, especially when Ben said we gonna get to that, but especially with Ben saying this is last season.
I don't know if they do though. I think they got a shot to make the playoffs still.
They have a shot, but I don't think so in the AFC. I don't see it.
I don't either, but it's Pittsburgh. That's the only reason I'm not gonna count Tomlin out. I can't do it.
Yeah, they're in the hunt, and they may rally behind Big Ben.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That last win might have gave him some juice. We'll see.
Well, you gotta understand Cincinnati.
The only reason I don't give a fuck about Pittsburgh.
Ben is cooked, man.
The last one I got is San Fran versus Cincinnati at Cincinnati.
Why we keep
San Fran?
Picks?
You know why we keep getting these Cincinnati
picks?
We
got Cincinnati every week. Cincinnati playing in Jacksonville. He gonna put that.
These the best games. All right.
It's Cincinnati.
San Fran
from Cincinnati.
San Fran by 7.
Ooh,
it's in Cincinnati.
It's in Cincinnati. It's cold as hell.
Give me the Bengals.
And definitely gonna lose in Cincinnati.
Joey B. I know that's my
guy.
guy.
I hate going to Cincinnati, but I ain't got no choice.
You can go San Fran. They hot. Or they was hot before they lost.
Nah, where it's like you said, they're playing in the cold, and I just don't believe in
the one weather
Garoppolo
city
right now. Yeah,
shit, I don't know why you ever believe in Garoppolo. We'll get Feefo's picks by Thursday.
There should have been a pass interference called on that third down play. That receiver was mugging that. That cornerback was mugging that 49ers receiver.
Oh yeah,
in the zone.
You know they always miss those calls. But yeah, we winding down. We're going into week 14, y'all.
It's crazy.
We got about
this has been exciting.
All right, Luca.
For me, I really enjoyed this NFL season because everybody, you got all these teams still in the hunt this late. By now, it's normally a couple teams that are lead dogs. Right now, you got everybody still alive. Everybody.
Because everybody asked, but that's just.
Hey, but Q. At different times, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like the Dolphins started that way, but now they hot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, they're winning games now. So you got certain teams. You got Dallas that started on fire, and then they cooled off. So it's kind of going back and forth. So you're right. At some point, everybody has been trashed a little bit.
Well, the Ravens got worse because they lost Marlon Humphreys for the year.
The Ravens.
They just need to pack it in, bro.
I looked at this thing they had today on ESPN. They was talking about the most injuries.
They got like 20. They got 30 or something.
Yeah, they missed like 78 games so far to injury this year in counting.
And they have
20 something people on IR.
And they're only 8-4.
Yeah,
why is Lamar Jackson not in the MVP conversation?
Well, he didn't. You see that game?
Yeah,
but still,
you see the game before that?
Who's more valuable to his team than Lamar Jackson?
The game before that?
That's what I've been saying that. I've been saying that, Nick. But it's like the last 3 games, he's kind of lost it. You know what I mean? Because he was on some shit where early on in the season he was so responsible for the fact that the team was even in the game, right? But now I think that the 2 things can be true. That on one side of the coin, there's so many injuries to the point where he can't really overcome all the holes now. But then on the other side, those injuries are leading him to having to press a little bit more, and it's also like causing like interceptions, fumbles, things that just shouldn't be happening. But I think it's symbiotic, where on one side, like I said, all those holes are making him do that, where he got to overcompensate, but it's taking him out the race now.
Correct. And if you think about it too, Q, by the letter of the law, and if we go by the letter of the word and what it means, he truly is the most valuable player to his team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
But as far as being in MVP race, he's completely
because everybody, and I see in the chat, y'all keep on bringing up Tom Brady.
Stop.
Talking about how he had 4 touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns against the Falcons. Like, come on, bro. Like.
Aaron Rodgers, I
don't think he should win the award personally. I really do think it's Aaron Rodgers, to be honest.
It's Aaron Rodgers, undoubtedly. Like, I'm sorry, but y'all, Bro, I've been saying, and I'll say it again. You can put a plethora of QBs in Tom Brady's spot, and those stats will get replicated. I don't care what nobody say. All the weapons around him in Tampa Bay, you can put a multitude of. Bro, everyone just sat up here months ago, before Matthew Stafford got to LA and said, "Oh, this is going to be great for Matthew Stafford because he has all these weapons." You mean to tell me that if you put 8 or 9 QBs in the same spot as Tom Brady that you can't see 4,000 yards, 3,800 yards, 3,600 yards. Put Aaron Rodgers down there. Put Russell Wilson down there. Put put Kirk Cousins down there. He gonna throw 4,000 yards because that's just how certain QBs are wired. So I'm not trying to hear this MVP. He's doing great, but Aaron Rodgers is the soul of that team. And I know he gonna choke in the NFC Championship game, and it don't matter. But he is the MVP right now.
You talking about? Yeah, we talking about regular season awards. We'll say the playoff talk later. But yeah, I agree. If anything, Kyler Murray should still be ahead of Tom Brady.
I'm saying
because he came back from his injury and he dropped 4 TDs too, 2 passing, 2 rushing. No one talked about that.
But and like I said, I completely agree with both of y'all's sentiments. But if you talk about who's gonna win it, Tom Brady's gonna win it.
It's white man luck. It's white man luck at his finest.
All I know is Lamar don't ever need to get sick. Every time this brother gets sick, he come back like shit. It seems like
somebody said Aaron Rodgers is the most viral player.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what's gonna keep him, missing that game and the way it went down. He ain't got no favorites.
But that was a wild game. That Ravens Steelers game, and I caught the last 3 quarters. And I said this before, but if anybody knew, my cousin-in-law is a big-time Steelers fan. Like, he's seen both of their Super Bowl wins like live. Yeah, he goes there. He got a room with Steeler. He got the walls painted with Steeler colors.
Oh, Lord.
Jerseys and shit hanging up. Like, die-hard Steelers fan. So this whole weekend was big for them because he's an Alabama fan too. So I was over there Saturday and Saturday just, hanging out with the fellas. And I was like, you know what? I'll come back through. And they had some food and shit. So I was like, cool, I'll come back.
He don't never invite us to his little gatherings, bro. I mean,
it wasn't my gathering.
He be having too much. His family, nigga. You at least say, look, I vouch for these niggas.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We ain't asked to bring the whole squad. We ain't asked you to bring the whole network, nigga.
Right.
But yeah, man. So we were just, and so his uncle. So both these are the doctors I'm talking about. When I mentioned the doctors on his mic still on, he's a Ravens fan. So he pulled up to the house. He got the Ravens flag in the back of the truck flying. He get out the damn truck and he tried to put the Ravens flag in his motherfucking yard.
Okay,
this motherfucker came out the house. He chasing these motherfuckers around in the front yard in the subdivision, chasing each other around. Two grown ass men. I have to get the video. So it wasn't looking good early.
Oh, no, hell no.
And when I walked in, I was like, damn, it's all quiet in here because his team was losing. So halftime came, I think it was like 10-3. They managed, Deontay Johnson dropped that damn touchdown, and they kicked the field goal. And then 4th quarter came, and he was like, halftime was like, we're going to switch the scenery. So we went from his room to the living room.
He said switch the scenery.
Yeah.
Shades of luck.
Bro, if that shit didn't work, because I had to fix the soundbar when I got over there, 4th quarter came, and he said the whole situation about to change now. He put on his hat, still a hat, and he said, them motherfuckers going to put up 17 points on y'all, and I'll be damned if they didn't put up 17 points. When he said it, I ain't believe him. I was like, where the hell are they going to get 17 points from?
That's true.
with the way they playing.
Yeah, with Big Ben. How did that last 2 minutes go?
The shit was fucking wild because I think they got the ball back with like 5-6 minutes left, and Ben just Hall of Fame Tomlin masterful, just milking the clock, getting first downs, walked it all the way down, got a couple of penalties, and they got an offsides, which was a free play, but they deaded the ball and they scored. Beautiful zip route, dude went in and out. Yeah, and the 2
that was like textbook route running.
It was.
Najee
Even the
did his
2-point
thing
conversion
too.
was sweet. That I like that as well with the rub route, and I was like, oh shit, they up. They should be able to hold it. And then the motherfucker kicked the ball out of bounds. They get the ball at the
40-yard line.
But they were bringing so much pressure, and it was like 3rd and 14. And I'll be down. And when I was watching, he was like, No, y'all don't drop into that goddamn zone. Stay man. Y'all been playing man and confusing them. Play man. Stick with man. He dropped into the zone. 3rd and 14. Lamar converted that shit. Then converted another one. He was like, y'all need to get back into it. And then, of course, he scored. And then they went for 2. I said he held them 2. I was like, shit. And he went for 2. And I was like, blitz the motherfucker. And Watt came around that corner. Bad throw.
He was right.
That was it.
Yeah, I heard that there's like old coaches saying that if on the road go for the win, at home go for the tie.
Yeah.
And obviously with the injury to Marlon Humphreys, it was like, bro, we can't go into overtime like this. Like,
yeah, I mean that's a you get it, you to go, you lose it, you to go.
And it was a beautiful play call. Like if Lamar has even I think a millisecond more time to throw, all he had to do was just lob that bitch.
And why they didn't double team TJ Watt or something to keep I have to go back and rewatch
because the tight end was on the other side for the fake because they were trying to make it seem like they were going to the left.
To the other side.
Yeah. It was a counter play, but he came so hard, fast. He was there,
but he didn't care about any. He was going for Lamar. He thought Lamar was going to be like running it or something. Like he said no matter what, I'm just going to go for Lamar.
But here's the thing: that motherfucker had like 4 sacks on Lamar the second half.
That is true.
Lighting his ass up.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the one motherfucker. Like if you call that play. You on the side, you're like, okay, where's TJ Watt? Because we haven't been able to block him this second half. And then you run the play either to the opposite side or you figure out some type of blocking scheme, or a different play. But
I just think that the plan was to let him come free. Like you let him come because you're going to throw it right behind him in that spot because he was open right there.
Now,
it was just that he came too hard.
He
crashed hard.
Was it a bad throw or a bad catch?
I think it was both, man.
Both, because he could have tapped it to himself. They were saying that on the show afterwards. He could have tried to tap it to himself.
But I mean, that's a bang play though.
It was.
I think it was a good play by Watt. Personally, I think Watt just read it perfectly. Like he didn't immediately shoot the gap. Like he kind of just like played it and made Lamar either hesitate a second, and that made the timing of the throw a little bit off. So Watt, right now, he defensive player of the year to me.
I think it's easy. Even though he was out for a couple games and stuff. I know they try to make Myles Garrett because of his sacks and stuff like that. He's going for the Michael Strahan record, but I think the top 3 is Parsons, Watt, and Garrett.
I thought Andrews had that shit though. I was like, oh shit, he got him, and then it just off his fingertips.
That's AFC North football though. You know what I mean? Like that. It's never over till it's over.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if TJ Watt. I'm watching this storyline right now where if TJ Watt wins Defensive Player of the Year, I'm looking at Ben Roethlisberger next year. Obviously, he says he's done. All the reports are done. I'm thinking if the Steelers have any leverage or any type of ammunition to go get a Russell Wilson with TJ Watt as like the centerpiece of like a trade. Personally,
I think you don't do that deal.
If you're Seattle, probably, but if you're Steelers, you should do that all day.
TJ Watt so far this season has got them 2 games.
Yeah, and he's the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, like
he is.
I'm not saying the Steelers always gonna get good defensive players. It's between both the Ravens and the Steelers always get good defensive players. But TJ Watt's something special, man. You don't
special.
Trade, like especially for a Russell Wilson ass nigga, especially like what you see him in Seattle's like I don't care to deal with that right now.
I think they'll need a solid quarterback. They don't necessarily have to have a.
Yeah, they don't need a superstar.
Yeah,
because look at Big Ben. They got a winning record right now, and Ben is ass ball.
Right.
Yeah, he's so bad, and the OC is so bad too. Apparently, I got some insight into that. So, is Big Ben just retiring, or he's just done with the Steelers?
He's retiring.
Because they had a whole montage of him saying like, I don't want to play for no other organization. Right. I bleed black and yellow type shit.
Wait, so he's official? Because first it was reported that he told somebody.
I think it's official.
So he's official.
I think it's like because you don't put out montages like that if it's not like, oh, I'm just going to another spot. Okay. I mean, he could do that. We don't know. I don't know the nigga at the end of the day, but I doubt it. Especially like who would want Big Ben as their starter at this point?
Nobody. He's done. Man, he toast. He toast.
Who, Ben?
Yes.
If I'm the Steelers, if you don't go get a Wilson, because I think he's gonna ask out, I think you go get dudes like Gardner Minshew in Philly right now.
That's what I was going to say.
I was just about to say.
I was gonna say hell no.
Hey, Ken, I don't know what you ain't seen, but the stash travels. You see what he did to Philly, boy.
I was like, damn, why Philly look so good?
Q was funny.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't do that.
Q was funny. Seriously, I was thinking maybe Jalen Hurts if they draft another quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Go get Jalen from the Eagles and let him play.
Jalen Hurts with Tomlin?
No. We're not doing Cordell Stewart all over again.
That's not.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, though. That's a fact, Ken. But still.
Say what?
I'm trying to tell you, that's a fact. Cause I think about dudes like him, Tyrod, Gardner Minshew, those types will end up in Pittsburgh next year while they hold over to get a QB or something. I don't know.
But y'all see Tyrod Taylor? Tyrod Taylor got one of y'all motherfuckers will push for him.
He got hurt.
I wouldn't, but I respect Tyrod, but I wouldn't push for him.
I don't know. Maybe
that Pittsburgh.
No, I fuck with Tyrod. I think if Tyrod stayed in Cleveland, we see a different.
No, it was Feefo.
I think if Tyrod didn't get that lung puncture in L.A. Chargers, we could see something different.
Because he was like, he said Tyrod Taylor better than it was the Baker.
That doctor was the best thing that ever happened to the Chargers. Because
don't say that.
Sheldon,
I ain't gonna never praise them hurting the black man for a white boy.
They would have never gotten.
That's the reason I don't fuck with Justin Herbert now. Because how I got introduced to him.
Oh man, that's bad.
Sheldon, you know what? Let me give you one last name for Pittsburgh. If we talking about mobile QB kind of being forgotten about, but every time I see him, I'm like, man, this dude can do it. And by do it, I mean get you 9-10 games maybe in the right system if you simplify it. Let's go to Vegas with their backup, Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
don't do that. Nah, we ain't doing that.
I'm just saying, bro.
Pittsburgh can just go for because this is
they cheap.
This is a shitty QB draft class. Pittsburgh could trade up to get Malik Willis.
Man, Pittsburgh don't ever draft a QB, man.
All the teams that are desperate.
Probably gonna be he gonna be the second.
Detroit is gonna see how golf is for the rest of the season, and he still got paid a lot, so I don't think they'll draft. They won't use a first round pick on a QB. The Jets still got Zach Wilson. Name all the shitty teams in the league.
Who is his backup? Zach Wilson. That's what the Pittsburgh needed to go get, dude.
Mike White.
Mike White look all right. Mike White look all right.
Oh my god!
But you got Carolina may draft a QB.
Carolina may blow up the whole franchise. I don't think a QB is on.
They may draft a new team.
Yeah, exactly. They may relocate.
We gonna get rid of the Panthers. We gonna bring in what's the fake high school team? Bishop.
Oh, Bishop Sycamore team. Come on now.
We gonna draft Bishop Sycamore.
Oh my god.
Nah, I think Carolina is like Carolina could be on the list, but I think they got bigger problems than QB.
They could draft Pickett though. Pickett his stock is starting. They can take that one white guy. They just shoot him up. Kenny Pickett is that guy. That's their one this year.
Boy, Spencer Rattler fell all the way off, right?
And then left. Didn't he leave? Yeah, he left. And talking about I'm gonna get out of here. Nah, bro. Your game got out of here.
Yeah. They already gave you your ticket, nigga. He was leaving regardless.
Right.
Damn, Big Ben. This is the end of an era. Like people don't realize the AFC conference is changing drastically. Like these niggas,
it's up for grab.
It's up for fucking grab. Like Patty is vulnerable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even the games that he's won I don't know what 3.
It still should be his moving forward.
It still should be, but based off how the team's playing, it's still up for grabs. New England, man. Let's talk, man. We fresh off that Monday night game.
Hey, man.
Hey, Q. The few times that we agree on shit. Talk about my boy Josh Allen, man.
I've been saying this man, Josh Allen, big fraud alert. I've been telling y'all, I don't see it. That QBR, as much as it is a flawed stat, that QBR is just dropping by the week. The passes, the IQ. And you know what it's giving, bro? Like, it's giving Kirk Cousins with a bigger arm. Like, in Washington. Yeah, the stats may be there. The big plays might be there from time to time. But something is just missing up here where you're like, what are you saying, bro? Like, where did you see when the safety was already over top? Like, why did you force that ball in there? Why did you take that ball and put it there? Why did you not flush the pocket out? Why did you not take the check down? Certain joints like that, I just be thinking like Josh Allen is in a system where he don't really got to do too much. Just get the ball to Diggs, take your check downs, and throw the ball away. But he just wants to force so much. You know what I mean?
And you're absolutely right. I wonder though how long Q before they start saying that in the media, what you're saying, because me and you've been saying the same thing on this for a long time, and I want to know how long before they get on the bandwagon, because all I see them doing is when the Bills win a game or even when he completes a nice throw, they talk about his arm like he's just the second
like
coming.
he Dan Marino.
Yeah, they were doing it last night. I was listening. I was like, oh man, he got a cannon of arm, and
that's nothing new at this point in his state. Like he's what year 3, year 4.
4, I think.
Like at this point, like okay, we get that he's one of the best gunslingers as far as one of the most talented QBs in the league. But what has he done? Like for as much microscope,
AFC Championship game.
But as much microscope they do on Lamar and all these other QBs, even Patty.
Correct.
Like Josh Allen has not been criticized even as much as Patty Mahomes. Patty
all.
Mahomes got an MVP in the Super Bowl.
At all.
And Lamar Jackson has an MVP. He hasn't accomplished half of what he's any of those QBs that I just mentioned have accomplished. Outside of maybe, again, like Ken said, 2 playoff runs or 2 playoff wins in just last year alone, though. Not even for his whole career, he's shown consistency. So for me, it's just I came away from that game because we all picked New England to win, I believe.
We did.
And that's crazy that we all picked a rookie QB on the road deep into, well, actually getting into December. As far as this is
a game that matters.
A game that matters for not only the division but again playoff implications. They couldn't get 10 points.
Well,
I mean they couldn't get over 10 points.
The environment wasn't suitable for that. So I think it would have been hard. I think even if the Patriots didn't control the clock as much as they did or run as much as they did, I think that game, because of the win, would have probably still been, the score probably would have been the same.
And like we talked about earlier, that's the thing that troubles the Bills the most. They can't run the ball. So in an environment where you have to run the ball, there's
a statistic that says that Josh Allen actually throws better against the wind than with the wind. So he did have Diggs did drop a touchdown pass that literally hit him in his arms and not in his hands, which is weird. I never thought a receiver could drop a ball like that. But damn, like, is Matt Jones that nigga?
We don't know yet. Because Bill Belichick, still, has the bumpers on him. So
but with the bumpers on, shit, that gets you 8 wins.
I mean, after this game, you can't say. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Or is it 9 wins?
I was just gonna say this game you can't say anything because he threw the ball 3
times.
Yeah. One of his teammates said that too. They were talking about Mac Jones up here, but he didn't do nothing. He had to do his teammates. It was.
I mean, shit. Ain't that what Brady did his first few years? He didn't do shit either.
But what I'm saying though is just 3 passes, which is brilliant. That shows you the brilliance of Belichick. Because I heard somebody say that when Belichick gets to a city, he doesn't go to the hotel. He goes to the stadium. So him and his son went to the stadium. They felt those conditions, and they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run the ball down their throat. They're supposed to run the ball 10 times. Throw the ball 10 times. They didn't have to throw it 10 times. They were running. I don't know if you noticed, but they run the same. They had about 4 plays that they called. They ran them same plays right down the Bills.
And they had over 200 yards rushing.
Man, mano a mano. Me against you, y'all, they stack, the Bills were stacking 8, 9, 10, 11 in the box. And they couldn't stop them.
And it's crazy. The game winner came in the second quarter, right? that big rush from, what's his name? Harris.
And I don't know about y'all. Let me ask y'all this. In no way, shape, or form did I ever feel the Bills were going to win that game.
No one did. Everybody said it weeks up, leading up to everybody said, like, look.
I'm talking about during the game even. I never felt there was a threat.
Who was this?
I think we got hacked. I think we've been hacked, y'all.
It's a hacker from Detroit. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
You already know. You know why he here.
Oh,
you already know why he here. He came here. He come here once a year.
I'm gonna have to put you on the TV. Let me go.
For the one win, the one win of the season, he gonna be on the show.
That's not right.
Everybody, welcome to the stage, Brother B.
That is not why I'm here. Hush up,
Brother B.
Okay.
Oh, he came for 2 reasons. My bad. He came for 2
Brother
reasons.
Brother B, straight from the D.
That is not. That is not. I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay, all that stuff y'all talking about is false. It's false.
But Sheldon, I think that you 100% right, man. Because when you look at what the game last night, Belichick, to me, he's a coach that he's like a boxer who just knows to identify his opponent's weakness, and he gonna do the same combo every time. He gonna get his space and do the same combo until you recognize, like, I'm not gonna do anything else because I don't think you can stop this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And other coaches, the reason why I use that comparison is because other coaches, they want to do style points. Where it's like, man, watch this. Me and my coordinator, we gonna do this great trick play, or we gonna do this, nice little in and out. We gonna do blah blah blah, and that's how it is. With Belichick, he like, man, I'm gonna run this ball. I'm gonna run this ball. I'm gonna run this ball, and until y'all stop it, I'm gonna keep running this ball. And people, most of the time, they can't stop it. It's like when he used to have Brady, and he used to just check people down to death with Amendola, Edelman in the backfield, or you know what I'm saying? What's his name? The running back, LeGarrette Blunt and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just run. James White, yeah, that's what it is. James White and LeGarrette Blunt. Just use those two every once. One come in, one come out. Then a little 5-yard in to Amendola, and the same old thing to James White. And people be like, bro, this is not football. This is not. Yes, it is, and y'all can't stop it.
You can't stop it. And that's the thing. They control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball, the Patriots say, I'm better than anybody you could put. So Mac Jones don't have to be great. Mac Jones just has to not turn the ball over. And he has one job. Don't turn this ball over. As long as he don't do that,
and this is why I didn't understand why people were just shitting on Belichick last season when it was like, bruh, he went 7-9 with a QB that had COVID and was literally on his last leg because Cam Newton hasn't looked the same since Carolina.
And like we talked about, his whole team opted out.
Like half the defense opted out. He had no weapons, and he won 7 games. And they I think they split the season series against the Bills in last season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I feel like they won at least, or was close to winning at least one game. So to me, the fact that he's doing this with a rookie, he's gonna make Matt Jones the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Or Michael Parsons, but
I was gonna say.
I'm talking about offensively.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, you think he's gonna get over Michael?
No, Michael's gonna get defensive rookie of the year. I'm just saying offensively. That's Matt Jones' record.
I'm gonna grab a couple of these super chats real quick. Well, I guess you got to introduce B to the people who don't know him in the chat.
Yeah, I know, man. Dang, man. We've been blessed. We have been blessed, ladies and gentlemen. Beezy 430 is in the building, man. Right. Congrats on the win.
I'm not even talking about that. I just want to talk to the people. Shout out to the folks that follow Dead End Gaming, that also follows Dead End Sports as well. I know some of y'all be in the chat and Dead End Sports a lot, so y'all know Dead End Gaming has been like, it's been getting better. It's been getting better at Dead End Gaming. So I'm kind of liking the direction that we're going. So that's really been keeping me busy from the Dead End Sports crew. So we kind of got finished earlier than normal with our gaming. So I was like, oh, I got to hop on. Gotta hop on. So yeah, I'm here. What up?
Well, since you here,
y'all talk basketball yet?
Not yet. We about to get into it. Before we get to the chats, I want to get B's thoughts on. It's a great weekend for I guess Michigan sports.
Here you go.
Oh Lord.
Talk about it, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you have Michigan Wolverines, which people who know, I know from being from Detroit, people know you ain't supposed to do this, but I've always rooted for Michigan football, but I always rooted for Michigan State basketball. So that's always been my thing. But yeah, happy for Michigan Wolverines, man. I'm glad they got their first Big Ten win since Harbaugh's been the coach. Got our and about to be in the playoffs for the first time, since the playoff structure started. I think that was big. The offensive lineman, I'm really interested to see what this offensive lineman is going to do against Georgia's defensive line. Like, that's one thing University of Michigan going to produce into the league is some of the greatest offensive linemen in the league. In the league. So if you want to draft offensive lineman, draft from U of M. So I want to see how these boys going to hold up against Georgia defensive line. And then Detroit. I'm not here because Detroit got a freaking win. Congratulations!
Look at him smiling like you say.
We won.
Don't lie, nigga.
I'm serious. Congratulations! We 1-10-1. Like wow. Okay. Woo. Whoop-de-doo. So I really want them to go. I didn't want them to win a game.
Yeah, it is.
You said
Like
it
somebody
is a
said, it's a
coincidence.
Christmas miracle.
It's a coincidence, but I'm not here
Detroit
because
you've been saying that though, B.
yeah,
you've been saying that.
I've been saying all season. I hope they don't win a game. Like I'm still salty that they fired Caldwell. So it's like I'll be like, look, I hope every single coach that comes after them, if they're not black, fails in Detroit. So and it's been happening so far, and I want that streak to continue because I just want them to have that sour taste in their mouth of why they fired a coach that took us 2 playoffs in 4-year span and had 2 winning seasons in that 4-year span. I don't get it. So come on now, like stop it. And at the time when he took us to 2 playoffs, that was like our first time in the playoffs in like so long. This man took us to 2 playoff appearances. Come on, man. And the season that he got fired, he went 9-7, got fired.
And that 9-7 was in the same season where it was a Hail Mary that decided 10-6 and 9-7.
Yep,
So
it
like
sure did. It sure
until y'all do right, like
Hey, B, I think your mic a little low because Q came in blasting.
Really? All right, I'm gonna have to check my settings, but I mean I'm on my USB joint.
But
so
you're right, but they love Campbell though right now though, Beezy.
Dan Campbell?
So they love who?
Yeah, they love Campbell.
They do.
They
need some
Campbell.
They need some Campbell soup because they sick.
What about now? Is my mic sound better now?
Better now.
Okay, bet.
That's the word that they love him. They say that the team plays for him.
Yeah, well, if they play for him, if 1-10-1 is what they call play for him, then man, he need to get out. He need to get out.
They need some Campbell.
When you say they, you talking about the players,
the team, the media,
yeah,
everybody's behind this guy.
Well, a lot of them are new anyway.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I am saying, I am hoping for, because I think our GM is black. So at the same time, it's kind of like, but the GM didn't fire Caldwell. Our new GM didn't. He wasn't even had nothing to do with firing Caldwell. So it's like, in the sense, I'm kind of torn because like I want them to do bad because of the coach that we hired, but then it's like, well, we got a black GM, and I think we got black offensive and defensive coordinators. So because I think Lynn is over there. Yeah, I think Lynn from the Chargers is over there. So and Lynn, I think
Anthony Lynn and
Yeah, Anthony Lynn and Aaron Glenn, right?
Yeah.
Don't y'all have Deuce Staley there too?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I don't
Deuce
know.
is there.
Yeah, I don't know. I can Google it up and look it up.
I'm gonna look right now.
Okay. Yeah, but
B, talk since you mentioned we can talk about college football real quick.
Okay.
How do you feel about Michigan's chances against Georgia?
I think the chances are pretty good. I don't think I mean, of course Georgia's gonna be the favorite, but I don't think it's as easy as what people think because Georgia, for one, Georgia had a cupcake schedule all year, which is why, I mean, it's not their fault the SEC East was whacked this year. But Georgia can't score. Like, I feel like we have a better chance. I feel like if we put up about 28, I think we got a shot of beating them because Georgia cannot score. And then they proved that this past SEC championship when they start playing against somebody that's just as athletic and just as good as the rest of them boys. That proved it. I 100% agree with Ken. Georgia is definitely overrated because they had a cupcake schedule. They didn't play some competition that was up to their level. When they finally did, Bama hit them boys in the mouth, and Georgia didn't know how to respond. At least the offense didn't. So,
I tried to. That's the exact words I used. Beezy. If you listen back, that's what I said. I said they're gonna hit Georgia in the mouth. It's gonna be a wrap.
It's gonna be a wrap.
He always be acting like he just say.
Did I not say it? I said it, didn't I? I said the very. I did.
I thought he picked Georgia.
No, I said Alabama's going to hit. Yeah, it was him. I said Alabama's going to hit Georgia in the mouth, and it was going to be over. Beezy. Also, I think that Georgia has, Michigan has a chance because Georgia's going to be looking ahead trying to get back to Alabama.
Yeah.
So, not only to mention that, Michigan has the number 1 pick in the draft next year. Supposedly, their defensive lineman, Heisman candidate.
Oh, Hayden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
So he can make some noise. So I'm more interested to see how Georgia's offensive line handles him.
I honestly think that Michigan has the best defense in the country right now. I think y'all offense ain't shit, but I think defense.
Yeah, our offense is shaky too. But I feel like, our offense is pretty shaky as well. But I don't know. I just don't trust the way Georgia. I don't know, man. I just don't trust. I don't trust. Well, either offense is pretty kind of mid at best, but I don't know. That's why I don't think it's like a wash. It's a clean wash. Like I don't think I don't see Georgia winning this game. 30-3 or anything like that. Like if anything, I can see it being 20-14 or 20-10 or something like that. But yeah, I think Michigan gonna put up a fight. I think Michigan is definitely gonna surprise some people. You got Michigan winning it?
Yeah, I got y'all going to the title game. I got it as a Midwest Bowl, bro. I got Cincinnati versus Michigan, boy.
I got Georgia.
I'm gonna be in Indy, rocking my towel, bro. I mean, hey, I'm gonna be in there, motherfucker.
Hey, Nick.
Indy,
Nick, tell them what we were saying in the chat. Like we want that Cincinnati and Michigan championship going on. Man.
Because we've been talking shit about who got the worst sports franchise. Hey, that's a bowl game. Nah. Cincinnati gonna be in there. We gonna bust Alabama's ass.
It's good to be here type.
For real, real talk. If Cincinnati and Michigan both win their games, we watching that game live on Dead End Sports. We watching that championship game live.
Beat Alabama.
I think
Cincinnati can beat Alabama.
Look, hey Nick, I'm rooting for Cincy to pull off the biggest upset. It's gonna be one of the big. If Cincy can win this game, it's gonna be one of the biggest upset in college playoffs since the college playoffs started. Mm-hmm. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest upsets if Cincy can pull it off.
The biggest upset in college football history the last 20 years.
History? No.
Last 20 years. Last 20 years.
Definitely will.
Because Alabama's ranked #1 right now. Cincinnati is the first time in the whole college football playoff system of outside of Power 5 team has got into it. And then
really?
Alabama?
Why are we even talking about that? Because they ain't even gonna come close to happening. I don't even know why we.
You don't think
It's not. It's not.
Know.
I mean,
not at
early.
all.
Look, thinking about it early, and thinking about how Alabama has played overall this year.
The last 3 weeks.
Nick Saban and Bill Belichick.
Man,
they're going.
I don't know. I'm predicting. I think they got up to play Georgia.
Have y'all looked at Bryce at all?
Yeah, I like Bryson.
He gonna
Cincinnati. Did you watch that Cincinnati game?
I saw Cincinnati.
That defense is underrated.
They ain't finna mess with Bryce.
But Bryce,
I don't think they're gonna mess with Bryce.
You had like those last 3 games, they almost lost.
They did.
And they lost to Texas A&M. They lost to Texas A&M. Yeah. They almost lost to Auburn. Yeah. They should have lost to Auburn.
They should have lost.
Yeah, you might as well count that as the loss because I know everybody was thinking that they were due for an upset. That should have been. That was their loss.
Bryce might slice them boys up, man.
That defensive line ain't nothing to play with.
I don't want to see it.
We arguably got the best corner in the country right now.
You do.
Yeah.
I believe he is the best.
Hey, my heart is going for Cincinnati, but my head is telling me, man, like Bama gonna put it on them boys. Bama gonna put it on them boys.
The life savings on Cincinnati.
Man.
Yeah, boy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right, yo, Nick,
don't
do
that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But you can keep hope alive. They there. A lot of other teams ain't.
I'm glad they're there. I'm glad they didn't get shit on.
They was trying their hardest. I was watching college game day every day. I'm like, I'm talking to the homies like, I don't think they're gonna get it. They like, bro, you over here bad luck. I'm like, nigga, I'm watching the news. These niggas talk about some, bro, Cincinnati shouldn't be in that bitch.
I know, the committee was looking at Oklahoma State like, come on. But I figured Baylor was gonna.
Hey, that Oklahoma State game was crazy.
I can't believe they lost their game like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
Man.
That had to hurt. And I think early, and we'll make official picks later on. But I like I don't know. I got a feeling I think this might be Michigan year.
This got to be Michigan year.
So I think they get Georgia because they've been terrible the last couple of years.
Yeah,
so
they haven't been
a couple.
They said this was the quickest turnaround, and what they did was they fired the staff instead of firing the head coach.
No, that was the last straw.
Yeah,
remember I said that last week. I was like, bro, he took a pay cut. They fired. He was gonna be next. And they didn't beat
he was gonna be next. Yeah.
So this was the fastest turnaround.
If Michigan get blown out, do they fire Harbaugh?
They probably won't. For one thing. Q. Harbaugh literally brought himself probably an additional 3 to 5 years by beating Ohio State and winning the Big Ten championship. He brought himself some extra time just by doing that.
You know what?
Just by doing that.
Yeah, because who else are you gonna bring in at this point in time? All the hot coaches have been hired already.
Chip Kelly. No, I'm joking.
He's getting to the playoffs was probably further than expectations could have thought they could have been. So the fact that he got there, they'll let him keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it took them longer than they anticipated. They thought they were going to be there in like year one.
I thought
for sure.
They thought they was going to be competitive.
Now if they didn't make the playoffs this year and they lost to Ohio State, he was out. He was done. This was.
But that's crazy that they beat Ohio State the way they did, because Ohio State has like the best wide receivers coming up in
that wasn't the real Ohio State.
What you mean?
They got hot, in the middle of the season, but
they did.
Early on, they
did.
looked like shaky. They ain't look.
No, early on they did, but he a freshman, ain't it? Strauss?
Yeah. No, they're gonna be nicer. You'll see the real team next year.
Yeah.
This team.
And defensively, they were down too. They
nah.
didn't get a good recruiting class this year.
This was the year to do it.
And then they ain't got no. Their running backs were hurt too. Like Teague, I think is out.
Oh, Master Teague. Yeah.
So,
all right.
And you're right, Chicolo. Their defense did suck for Ohio State.
All right, let's jump to these. You got some super chats?
Yep.
They say AD can handle.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and read the ones that I missed. Oblivion Radio. What's happening, Oblivion? He's been a member for 3 months now. You've been rocking with us for a long time, and appreciate you. He said Warriors got their revenge. Nick, you still hating?
I'm not hating. I come out every beginning of the season before any game come out. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about these teams, and I say the Warriors are gonna. Steph is gonna have a great season. The Warriors gonna look good, but they ain't gonna do shit in the playoffs. They'll be a playoff team, unlike last year where they wasn't, and I called that shit. Yeah, I still.
So what if they get number one seed?
You know what? Oh, what'd you say?
What if they get number one seed, Nick? Where you still think
the number one seed? I think they'll be a top 4 seed.
You think in the West?
I think it's gonna be Phoenix, between Phoenix and Utah.
But, I mean, it's possible. It's a lot of basketball left. I mean,
I'll tell you why we didn't get on that last year. What you said, because you said Washington was a 50-win team. That's what killed your credibility.
Well, what's Washington like now?
Pulling back to the middle of the pack.
I'm just saying, what they now? Y'all sometimes I'm early.
They're close to being 500.
Sometimes I'm a little bit too early. You know,
what's crazy is the Cavs. The Cavs is what's crazy.
That's what it was.
The Cavs is what's crazy to me. I thought they were going to be at the bottom of the barrel in the East, and they right there.
Evan Mobley is a generational big.
You think so?
Easily.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna get Rookie of the Year?
Easily. It's his to lose right now. He's like he is impacting that team like
I agree.
I've never seen.
I agree.
They could make the playoffs too. Like they're actually that good. And Darius Garland has turned the corner. Jared Allen, the Nets should have never let him go. He's a great defensive big.
I don't know why they let him go.
That was the dumbest thing ever, because he was gonna be solid and wasn't gonna make no waves.
Mm-hmm.
And
he don't mind getting dunked on. He don't mind getting dunked on either. He's still going to contest the next shot every time, like it's the first shot. You know,
that's how you got to be though. True shot blockers do that, man. You know, you don't. Mutombo used to do it. I mean, Mutombo blocked a lot of shots, but he used to get yammed on too. You know,
he came right back. Yeah, I even saw Kevin Love scoring some points the other night. Kevin Love had like 19 in the game.
Kevin Love like he back now. He like, all right, let's play ball now.
He said, "Y'all winning. I might as well get up off this bench."
Yeah, exactly.
But you're right about Garland, man. I watched him the other night, and I really like this game.
I love his game, man. He's so fluid. Like he got that. Like to me, it's those underrated guys like Karis LeVert, Shea Gilgeous, Darius Garland, like those type of guys. They're about to be coming into their own real soon.
Malcolm Brogdon is in that bunch too.
Yeah, for sure.
That type player, yeah. Kind of fly under the radar, but they're solid every night. They're gonna get you solid numbers every night.
Mm-hmm. And the Wizards still going. Like I told y'all, man. Kuz,
they top 5 in the East right now.
Yep.
Hey,
yep. We them boys. What's up? We them boys. We them boys says, should Portland blow it up? Dame and Chauncey Billups got beef.
I don't know why. We never talked about why did Chauncey Billups pick Portland to coach?
Wait, so I'm hearing new news. I don't know why. I didn't really look too much into that story. I know CJ got a collapsed lung.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just saw that.
He probably
wild as shit.
He probably out to the All-Star break then.
What happened to CJ?
He got I don't know what happened, but he got a right collapsed lung. He didn't even travel. I think they playing Golden State or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. So, but I didn't know Dame and boy was beefing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
He beefing with the whole organization, I think.
I don't know why he took that job either, though, because he had a GM position
with the Cavs.
Yeah,
the Cavs offered him, I think, something like how like what Doc and Gundy had. Like,
I don't think he wanted that job.
Yeah, I know he didn't. I'm just saying, like, to me, I thought he would have picked that one over Portland because Portland has expectations.
I wouldn't be a black face GM. Meaning that you're just not going to give me a job or affirmative hire GM.
But if he would have got this is his first season with Portland, right? He would have had Evan Mobley, like all the motherfuckers we just talked about with the Cavs. He would have had that.
It's the fucking Cavs. Like you don't want to be. That's your first job, and you are not going to succeed. So who's going to hire you then? I'd rather go be a coach and maybe wait for the right opportunity. Because I think he was up for a better gig somewhere.
But see, I thought to think what you just said, I would think in Portland. There's no way to succeed in Portland because you are already stuck in purgatory. You in that middle ground where you're going to stay. Kind of how the Hawks were, years ago. How they were good enough to make the playoffs.
The Joe Johnson years?
Yeah. They were good enough, but they were never going to get over the hump. Portland is never going to
get over. My thing is, like, you were picky for some average shit. Like, because I like Sheldon just said, like,
it's Dame and CJ. That's different.
No one came into the offseason like, bro, Portland is a Chauncey Billups away from going to a title.
I give you a choice. Yeah. Dame, CJ, or Colin Sexton, Darius Garland. That's before you got Mobley.
I'll say who's got more.
We saw them motherfuckers on the court. And Kevin Love with his.
But you ask yourself in that situation is where can I move the needle more? You know what I'm saying? With Cleveland, there's more, like we just talked about with Garland, there's more of a needle to move.
If Chauncey got
Portland, you can't make him no better.
They're a play-in tournament right now team. Like they're ninth.
But here's the catch though. Here's the catch. And this is where they be setting up black coaches and black GMs. It's like they be looking like Tupac in the fucking Vegas shot. It be looking like they about to get set up. It's all a matter of they give you the job that is the least secure, the job that is most volatile, and when you fail, they say, look what happens when we hire these coaches. They don't do anything. You look at the dude in Dallas, you look at in Houston, if you look at Chauncey, if you look at Del Demps, you look at what's his name?
Green in Orlando.
Oh, yeah, Green in Orlando. If you look at the other New Orleans coach, what's his name? Alvin Gentry, who probably has used Anthony Davis the best of any coach that he's ever had. This is what happens. Because, Sheldon, you said who can move the needle more. To add to your point, though, Ken, they also have to take into account of what were the rumors heading into the season. Because the rumors heading into the season prior to him even picking Portland was Dame wants out, Dame wants out, Dame wants out, and Dame had to literally come out in the Players Tribune and put out a whole article saying, "I'm staying here, I'm doing the whole, I'm Iverson, I'm gonna stay here my whole career until they trade me or whatever," because he didn't want to look like KD, he didn't want to look like the guy who asked out when things got hard. But it's at this point in time where it's like, dude, Dame, Chauncey, y'all should know better at this point, Chauncey, that they gonna give you these jobs because they're the least secure, and there's probably a chance that Dame is gonna leave. That's why you got the job in the first place. So I probably would have went to the Cleveland Cavaliers, because then, like Sheldon's saying, you become a made man, and you be able to have that on your resume of, look, I took the Cavaliers from the basement, and now look at what they are right now. And now you can use that as your resume for multiple franchises around the league. But now you're in Portland, like what Nick is saying, you're in the play-in.
I don't know. I think that Cleveland situation, it looks good now, but it just didn't look sexy. And I don't know how
it never does. It's Cleveland. Ain't nothing sexy about Cleveland.
Like nobody, if he could have turned it around, yeah, it would look great. But I think, to your point, Q, I think that's another situation where you're not in a spot where you can actually succeed. So why not one of these bigger franchises, like with a name like New York or something like that? That's what I'm talking about. I think he didn't want to go in that situation, and I think he probably just wanted to see what he could do as a coach. I don't know. I didn't really follow it that much, but I get him, being selective about where he want to be a GM at. Look what happened to David Griffin. He took his ass down there and fucked up everything. but he white.
No, I mean,
so he can get another job.
He can't control his nigga got eating disorder.
If he now the Portland situation may backfire because if he's not a good coach there, who may want to hire him as a GM? But I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, for me, when it comes to guys who get talked about as GMs before they even become a head coach, it's like whatever first spot you go to, they're gonna judge the fuck out of you. And that's why I was hope like in Cleveland they'll give you a lot more grace, a lot bigger of a curve than they will in Portland, because Portland is like they've been to the Western Conference Finals within the last 5 years. I want to say they've had quote unquote playoff success, but they never got over the hump. You bring a person like Chauncey Billups, who's a championship point guard, Mr. Big Shot, tutoring or like coaching and mentoring Big Dame, who's known as Mr. Big Shot in these days. It's like that comes with a lot of expectations.
Yes.
Like can he do the X's and O's? Can he, coach the rest of the team up? But that's just a big task.
And y'all need to stop lying in the chat about Garland and Colin Sexton before this year.
What they were saying?
Talking about they would have taken Garland and Sexton over CJ.
Nah, you're not taking nobody.
Get the fuck out of here.
They don't mean.
What?
I don't think they mean. I'm gonna take over them if they thinking like I'm thinking. They don't mean they're taking in a game against them. I think they're taking meaning they would trying to coach them, because like you said, you can make them look like something. Whereas these guys, you ain't gonna make Dame no better than Dame. Dame is Dame.
Yeah.
You can't make Dame no better than what Dame is. The only thing you can do is come in there and lose from that spot. You ain't gonna elevate them. They're gonna be right here or they're gonna drop. And if they drop, it's on you. It's your fault. You'll make Stotts look like a hero. You know what I'm saying? So
get out of here.
When you're at the bottom like Cleveland, all you gotta do is raise them up just a little bit, and you look like you made a difference.
Get out of here, man.
That's what I think.
Get out of here. Colin Sexton. And I like y'all know I've been pushing for me and Feefo got into it about Colin Sexton, but
it wasn't Sexton for me. It was more Garland. I don't know if you was saying this too, but I was thinking about what Garland was, because I knew he was a decent point guard. Sexton is a scorer. To me, he would be better as a six man, just coming out the bench getting you some buckets. But with Garland, to build around the inside outside with Garland and Mobley, that's a nice combination.
Mobley is making the difference.
It's Mobley, it's Allen, and it's Garland. I think those are your three building blocks, personally,
right.
And everything. And honestly, if you can finagle, use that word, that you can finagle a Karis LeVert into that type of situation, you might be able to be something really nice.
We them boys said Detroit wins their first game and Beezy is here. We talked about that. I just had to come back and catch it.
Hey B, what did y'all play tonight, man?
We played Among Us.
Okay.
On Dead End Gaming. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Among Us, it's like a 15 multiplayer. You can have up to 15 people multiplayer, and pretty much the basis is like all of us can be trying to do our tasks and get off the spaceship, but then Q and Shelton can be the imposters, which means they can go around and killing people. And then whenever we find dead bodies, we gotta figure out who's the imposter. We got to figure out who, like, hey, okay, and you got like, and Q, you got to make your case for why you're not the imposter. Like, what was you doing? Was you doing over here? I was over here. Like,
so it's like Clue.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That was huge with kids. My kids was playing that, but they was playing it on their phones though.
Man, this game is big. Like grown up, I'm telling you, like celebrities play it, grown ups play it. Like this shit is wild.
Nah, they were, man, because I saw them playing it on their phones. Is it the same version as what they playing on their phones? B?
Yeah, you can play it on your phone and you can play it on the console. Yep.
Yeah, they playing it.
And you can play it on PC.
I still got to get Last of Us too, man.
Oh man, yeah, you definitely got to get that.
Yeah, I'm behind too, Q. I still haven't finished the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
I ain't touch a game since the first Spider-Man, man. I got to get back on my
7-year-old's gotten farther on that game than I have.
I'm still trying to get through the Ghost of Hiroshima too.
Dang,
I ain't even played God of War yet.
What?
Yeah, I ain't played it. Yeah,
going that far.
We stop on that back and forth. We clearly ain't game. This ain't that game.
You didn't play God of War yet? Jesus Christ!
I ain't played yet, man.
Man,
I fell off.
That game is nuts.
We just finished seeing the Brooklyn Nets go against the Dallas Mavs. The Mavs was up heavy in the early part of that game.
Oh, Luca lost again. Oh, okay.
Brooklyn came back and Thanks to Patty Mills and James Harden.
Yeah, Luka couldn't get it done.
They had an article about Harden falling off today. They were like,
he has fallen off.
Yeah,
he ain't the same no more.
The question was, has he fallen off, or is this just early struggles? Is something he gonna get out of, or is this the new him?
They were saying that early struggles weeks ago. They still talking about early struggles.
After you got to stop saying early struggles after the first 25 games.
But do you think this is the new norm?
I think Harden doesn't have to do what he had to do.
I think he's figured it out though.
That's what he said. That was his response.
He's figured it out.
That was his response.
Yeah, he got Durant. Like he doesn't have to be James, the quote unquote.
No,
James Harden.
he's definitely starting. It took him a minute to adjust early on, but it looks like he's definitely starting to come around and adjust.
Right, he getting in game shape. That's all it is. It's game shape. Like, dude, his hamstring was cooked in the summertime. He couldn't do nothing really. Weight training and getting acclimated to the court field, doing sprints, all that stuff, suicides, 17s, all that stuff, man. It's hard when you got your hamstring hanging on by a thread, still trying to get back in it. So now that he's had like 20, almost 30 games in now, we're going to see James Harden get back to 34 points, 33 points, 41 points. It's going to start happening soon.
We're going to see Luca get back to being Luca?
Yeah, choking in the playoffs. Maybe.
It's crazy that I feel like Luca is the Josh Allen of the NBA.
Ooh, I like that. I like
it's the what NBA?
I like that.
He's the Josh Allen of the NBA because
that's good.
They hype him up, but it's like, bruh, you know the one question I always bring up on this show: what has he done? I mean, man, this nigga first round, like Trey's best season, Luka has not even sniffed.
Yep,
that's true. I mean,
he has not even
facts.
Sniffed a second round, let alone a conference finals.
You don't even try because you can't.
That's facts.
What?
Don't even try. He's searching for a way to spin it.
No, I'm not gonna spin it.
I'm going. I can see why the way the way goes against the Scully. That's how
y'all know Shelton is team Luka.
The way he going.
Hey, you ever whistle at a dog and they do like this?
Yeah.
Hey, look, y'all know Shelton is team Luka.
It's a team game, man. He gotta have help. I mean,
there you go. I knew it was coming.
When it's a team game, he gotta have help.
Like some people say about Brady, if you take those quarterbacks and you put them on that team, you'll have this. If you take Luka and Trey and switch them, you probably have Luka.
No, you would not. Luka would not have got that.
Do you realize going before we even knew, before that even run happened with Atlanta, no one thought Atlanta was gonna go on that run. Everybody assumed that Luka was gonna beat and get out the first round of the playoffs the last 3 seasons.
But the man can't play by himself. He gotta have help.
But if he up 3-1, then what's going on?
He gotta have help. The man, we talked about that before. If that man scored 40-something points, had 15 assists, 12 rebounds, what more you want him to do?
This man
win the game.
Win one home game.
Thank you.
Win the game.
That's what I be saying. I'm like, bro, can you win one home game?
And the reason why I say he's not Josh Allen is because his stats are still there. He still played ball. I mean, he didn't shoot a bad percentage. He didn't have the best game in the world, but he didn't have the worst.
Luka looks slower this year.
He does.
He's not. Did you hear what he said? He said he had the best game in the world, but he had the worst.
No, he didn't.
What does that mean?
Meaning Josh Allen play like dog doo doo when he's playing, and you see it, and that's what the next super chat was too. We're gonna get to that, but this wasn't an awful performance for Luka. It was more of an awful performance for the team.
What do you mean?
Everybody else fault.
But he say that like he didn't watch the game because KP went off.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
What you say, B?
I'm just saying, wow! Like I can't believe he's not blaming Luka.
No, I mean, no, he's not playing well this year. I'm talking about as a whole. Now you're talking about him in totality. You can't. This year, Luka got to step it up because
it was up 2-0.
He got to step it up.
Yeah, every year he got to step it up.
He hasn't achieved anything for you to say that he shouldn't step it up. Like this season doesn't mean it's not different than the past seasons where he.
Everybody getting on Zion, but Luka diet look like he just eating Jersey Mike's and Reese's cups every day.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Luka could be a better Luka, but I mean it's just tough. I mean
Luka built like Fat Thor.
Come on now.
give him a buzz cut. You got Fat Thor.
Come on now.
I don't know. I just think this whole Dallas Maverick
Got the coach fired.
Yeah,
Now look at
the
him.
Proud Boys of the NBA ain't working, bro.
I just want to know what Mark Cuban thought when he said, "You know what? As a team, our offense is struggling. I think we need to bring in an infamous offensive guru like Jason Kidd." Like, hold up, like what? Like what? Like what? Did they see what happened in Milwaukee? Even Giannis was like, I don't know what he's doing, but I like how weird this is. Like, even then, there was like, Giannis don't know. Giannis, you from overseas. This shit ain't right. We gonna get him up out of here and get you a real coach. But he thought it was some cool shit he was doing. A little 3 out the paint and shit. Like, what the fuck going on? Like, I don't know, man. But all I'm saying is, until y'all do right by Ty Lue, all y'all franchises that passed on him and said, "Oh, it was LeBron who carried him," and all this shit. Tyree got the Clippers the same record as the Lakers without Kawhi. So
Say that again for the people in the back, bro.
Yeah, because say that for me again for me. Shit.
Yeah, man. Lakers out here. They boy.
AD,
LeBron is gonna have to put. He don't want to do it. He's trying his damnedest not to do
Don't say he want to go into that mode he was talking about.
But he gonna have to put the damn team on his back to.
That's crazy, dude.
To the playoffs.
What's this year? 18, 19 for LeBron? That's crazy, man.
The chat is in agreement, man. They saying that the way
these motherfuckers said they'll take Colin Sexton and Darius Garland over CJ and Dame. I ain't listening.
Yeah, I ain't listening to it. I'm with you, Ken. I'm with you, Ken.
This is how y'all do Luca. That's true.
Has Luca ever gotten an MVP?
And I saw.
Has Luca ever won Defensive Player? Has Luca ever won Defensive Player? Has Luca ever been out the first round? These are all things that Giannis did before he even won a title.
Hey, we should call him Luther.
Let me see who put this in there. They said
I know, and then
CD Styles, you're 100% right. Luca's averaging 25, 8, and 8. What
and
are
stop.
you talking about?
Not about numbers. It's not about numbers. It's not about the numbers.
B, Nick, and Q.
I'm not a stat guy.
Let me tell you what I said, bro. Bring that shit up.
B, let me clarify because I can talk it now. Listen to what I'm saying, B. Listen to what I'm saying clearly.
There's no context in what you're saying.
Listen
clearly.
To what I'm saying clearly because I'm very much so contextual when I talk. It can jump around. It can be different things. You put all of that in this totality when you're dealing with a player. You can say this
totality of losing, right?
Whatever the case, you can say this player affects the game in this way. This player affects the game in this way. This one affects it this way. It's different things that you bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green does not average many points.
We talking about Luca, bro. Quit bringing up other niggas. Talk about Luca. What's your point with Luca?
The point I'm trying to make.
You're not a stats guy, but you throw a stat.
Yeah, I do it all.
Oh, you a stat because they got a loss.
I said I'm not just a stats guy. I said sometimes it's stats, sometimes it's not. That's why I bring up Draymond.
So then why bring up the stats?
Draymond to me is very important to that team.
No, but why bring up what he's averaging?
Because in this case it matters. That's
for what? What does it mean?
No, it don't mean because Nah. Because ain't you also about what you're gonna do to get the win?
But what else can he do? I mean, what more can he do?
He had help. You want to know how much KP got in that game?
Who?
Kristaps Porzingis.
So that's his help. So what? So
who else do he got?
What stat could he have improved upon, in your opinion? Let's look at the box score tonight.
Kristaps had 17.
Stephen Curry. Luca is maxed out. He's not gonna get any better, bro. What?
I didn't watch the game tonight.
Yeah, I think this is the best we're gonna see Luca. Like he's gonna stay at this level. He's gonna stay at this
outside of himself.
Who averages 25, 8, and 8?
Outside of himself.
Who's your favorite player, B, of all time?
Who's my favorite player of all time?
Don't you even.
Yeah, I don't. Where you trying to go with this? First of all, what you mean?
Who's your favorite player of all time?
He gonna compare stats.
And all they averaging 25, 8, and 8.
That's a stat. Is that not?
That's a stat. Yeah.
That's a stat. I said
what is the context with that?
Okay, so
are you saying that Luca's better than his favorite player?
No, I'm just saying that where can he improve?
Then why are you bringing up that stat?
Where can he improve?
Yeah.
Where do you want him to get
defense?
The wins and loss record. That's what I want him to improve at.
Who's your favorite player?
You know who my favorite player is. And he got out the first round.
He played defense.
Joe Burrow.
And you know who mine is. He played defense.
It's Keem, of course.
Who yours?
Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I'm talking about his.
He got out the first round.
He ain't played defense since he got.
But has he been out the first round? Has he been
to? Be reading the paper.
Has he been to a conference? Has he been to a conference finals? So
he don't play defense though.
I ain't saying he had to play defense. I'm just saying.
What he got to do?
What did he have?
Did he average 25, 8, 8?
Okay. What does this have to do with Luca? What does this have to do with Luca?
What did he do?
What, Melo?
Yeah.
He was the best player on the team in the Western Conference Finals. What has Luca
What did
done?
he do in the what you talking about stats wise?
No, he was the best player in the Western Conference for his team.
What did he do for his team?
He got him 2 wins over the Lakers.
How?
That the eventual champs of the league.
How?
What do you mean how?
He was just scoring, right?
He did what he did best.
Scoring.
If that's what he does best.
Okay.
Okay. So what does Luca do best?
He does it all. He's well rounded.
He play defense too.
He does everything.
He don't play defense, so he don't do everything.
He don't play matador defense like Melo does.
My thing is,
but he's
you asked what he can improve on. I said the wins and loss record.
He's a you can't affect that
because he has 5. If you have,
I'll tell you what Luca Doncic can improve on. He can be a better free throw shooter. He could shoot better from 3. He could have better shot selection from 3. He could work on his conditioning. He could actually be more effective in the pick and roll, and he could find his teammates instead of ball hogging so much. That's what he can do. Everybody, yes, he's a fucking ball hog, and I can tell you he's a ball hog because his teammates be complaining about him being wide open and they don't pass the ball. He's like, dude, like all this whoop-de-whoop shit is cool. And I get that we have an 8-point lead, but that 8-point lead is going to disappear really quickly if you don't get us all involved. And you want to give these 6-minute spurts of everything that you have with your energy in the beginning of the game and the second half, and then be gassed by the fourth quarter and then gassed in the second quarters. You can't do that. So Luca Doncic has a lot to improve on. And let's not act like he even has a better resume than Jason Tatum did in his rookie season against LeBron. Like, come on.
So he had 5. Hey, Sheldon, he had 5 players outside of himself who scored in double digits.
Correct.
That's help.
Brunson is really good. Tim Hardaway Jr. is good. KP has improved. Brunson's pretty good. I think that Tim Hardaway Jr. is a premier role player in the NBA. I think that a lot of teams would love to have him. I think that Kleba, on most nights, he's one of their best players. Knock down the 3. And I think that he has at least 5 to 6 dudes on his team that, while they may not be all-star level, I think they're comparable to what Trae Young has in Atlanta. And I think that if you put Trae in Dallas, I think he does a lot of what he's doing in Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you that Luka is going to be doing the same shit he's doing in Dallas that he's doing in Atlanta either, because I don't know if he's going to fit well with the Clint Capella. I don't know if he'll fit well with guys who need to shoot the ball like a Herder or whatever, because he's not gonna find them a lot of times unless it's like easy assists.
I think he would find him. I think he fit fine in Atlanta because he does. Being surrounded by shooters will be great for a person like Luka who can handle the ball and pass. The man averages 9 assists a game.
Okay. I'm probably wrong on that.
In Atlanta, he would average 15 assists a game.
But I'm just saying, eventually, like you keep on bringing up stats and you say you're not a stat guy. What context do you? We're asking you context.
He's just trying to make sure that he covers. So anytime you come at Shelton with one of his points, you're like, yeah, but I'm just not that.
My thing is like you had.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to be slick.
Dependent on the player.
He's trying to be slick. He's always trying to have an out. That's what he's doing, Nick.
That's just the truth.
I'm telling you, Nick.
Every situation.
I know that. That's why I'm trying to ask him. I'm trying to ask him straightforward questions. I'm asking straightforward questions.
What's the question?
You had the fucking audacity to ask Beezy, and you know who his favorite basketball player is.
Everybody knows.
You were comparing Luka's today's stats to a fucking Hall of Famer who's done more in his sleep than Luka's done in his whole career.
No, I don't.
And then you were talking, and you were using that as context to say that he's done more than that nigga.
The context was if your guy is this, and that's what he was, which is great, and he won those games, would he be able to do it like with this? You know what I'm saying? With the same thing. What
does that have to do with us judging Luka now?
Everything, because you asking this man to do more than what he's doing when he's leading in all these categories.
I'm asking him to win more.
I'm asking him to do everything that Q.
Let me tell you, there's very few players that's leading their teams in pretty much every statistical category. Luka is one of those guys. That don't mean nothing.
Somebody got to get the stats.
If you lead your team in points, rebounds, and assists,
somebody lead the team in stats in the Cavs. What does that mean?
I see this chat.
Next topic.
If
you lead your team in points, rebounds, and assists,
we're going to go to the next topic. More. But I remember when AD was putting up astronomical numbers and AD was balling, AD doing this. All I see is the chat criticizing AD and talking shit about him when he putting up numbers too.
They did the same thing to Giannis.
And
they did the same thing to Giannis.
Yeah, same
when
thing
he
with
went
Giannis,
before
same thing with
we was on his ass talking about, bro, if he don't get a title,
Yep.
bro, he ain't shit.
Yep, we was.
And this was regardless.
Same
This is
energy is what we're
regardless.
talking about.
This was regardless of the
Yep.
stats, because he was an MVP.
He was an
defensive player
MVP.
of the year,
Yep.
Went
Yep.
to the multiple.
And
he went to multiple Eastern
and
Conference
Nick,
Finals.
See, let me explain to y'all something. This is the difference between my criticisms and what y'all be doing.
Okay.
My criticisms are specific. Meaning
Break
like,
it down for us.
This, it may be that, it may be this, it may be that. This is why.
What's-
He ain't got
what's
yours
specific-
just all around.
what's
Yours,
specific-
did he win or lose? That's not a
That's
criticism.
not all around. That's
That ain't
a
a
clear cut.
criticism. Did he
What
win or did he
what's
lose?
specific
I
about your?
give Q points for that because at least he had real valid things he could work on, which is true. He can work on his free throw shooting. That's true. He can work on his 3-point.
So he answered your
Y'all
question.
just saying did he win and lose? That ain't nothing.
No.
That's what
I'm
just
saying.
said.
I'm saying what you bloviate.
That's
what you
no context.
No.
That's your no context.
The context is that all those stats don't mean shit because it don't relate to wins and more losses. He's taking more losses with those stats than wins. He went back and
take more losses than wins.
All right, let's move on. My whole thing with Luca is, and always gonna be, they overhyped this motherfucker and put him with all of the fucking greats, and he ain't done shit.
Put him with Larry
ESPN,
Bird.
All these motherfuckers. That's always gonna be my criticism. Do some fucking shit first.
Yes, before you get compared right to Larry Bird.
But
Larry Bird.
Some of those guys did that. Even some of the players did that too, though. You know what I'm saying? LeBron was talking about Luca like that.
Do you look at Luca as a winner?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right, let's
A winner and okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
He ain't won ultimately yet, but he's still a winner.
What's a winner? How is he a winner?
so making the playoffs is a winner.
So anybody, so a player.
Yeah, you've won more than you lost. You're still a winner.
Alrighty then.
Tigolo, I wouldn't talk bad about Luca Doncic because he's white. He's not white. He's European.
Now there is European. There is different levels.
Don't get me started, nigga. God damn.
Let me read a couple more of these super chats. Josh Bros, what's up, Josh Bros? Josh Bros said, "What does Josh Allen have to do to receive criticism? He's played average to poor this year and is still third in MVP odds. Ridiculous. 110%. That's what we talked about.
That's that white man
He
love.
he got to get a 10.
He's still up there. He's still up there.
They have an update. Tell them to refresh.
The Bills are 7-5. They got the same record as the Chargers and the Bengals, and none of those motherfucking players are on MVP caliber.
It's still up there, man. I'm telling you.
And yes, CD, they said that, and I thought they were tripping when they said Embiid was Hakeem. CD, I'm just reading the chat what CD said. He said they were saying, and I thought.
Now he is close.
He close because that boy got some move and some game.
That boy better than Anthony Davis for all that. Man,
yeah.
Q,
but that was Feefo doing a lot of that.
Q, you saw it last night. Did you see the move?
The tween pull? Like, come on, dude.
It was
dream shake.
The game last night was so dream. I ain't never seen that. That was dream to me.
He's amazing, bro.
It was like there was nothing you can do. There's nothing you could do. You couldn't do nothing with it.
He's amazing, bro. And he finally put it together in terms of his maturity and his skill, and the health seems to be more stable than it's ever been. Knock on wood. Please keep that man safe. But the way that he has been able to pick his spots, still be so impactful on defense, that's why I look at AD with such disgust, because, dude, like, they were calling you the next Tim Duncan just 4 years ago. Everybody was, oh, he's gonna be a Pantheon big with Dirk and all, and now he talking about he afraid to be the center. He's afraid to really contest shots. Like, dude, what?
At least he honest.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Like, you know, AD,
I like a motherfucker tell me who they is.
Man, nigga telling me he's scared. I don't like that.
Yeah, with him, it's always been about what his talent should be and where he should be, and not where he is. That's why I ain't never like it. You know what I'm saying? Because that technically, if you want to keep it a buck, that should be his team over LeBron.
Yes.
If it was how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And that was the plan.
Yeah, and it should have been, but
LeBron publicly said that.
Yeah, and he can't give it to him. There's no way he could trust him with it. Because I don't trust AD. I don't
Honestly,
know about nobody
I
else.
don't think nobody really wants to be like the face of the Lakers outside of like being like a Hall of Famer type player. That's a lot of
You
pressure.
think LeBron was the last person that wanted to be the face of the Lakers?
Yeah. I don't think no one was going
AD
out.
wanted to do it though.
He wanted to go with LeBron.
He did. I think that's what it
I
was.
think if LeBron was in Cleveland still,
So you
AD
think
would
he
have
was
been.
lying? Because I think he did say he was looking forward to carrying the torch.
I mean, shit. Of course,
getting
getting out of New Orleans, go to LA. Hell yeah. Especially if LeBron is there waiting for you.
I think honestly, Ken, it's easier said than done. Like he thought that that's what he thought when he went out there.
Mm-hmm.
But now he out there, he like, whoa,
because
it's
LeBron,
a whole nother.
LeBron about to be out the league in about 3 to 5 years. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah, easily, yeah.
AD is not carrying the Lakers past.
This is the year for him to take it.
LeBron been out all year. He should already be. This should be like nothing. Especially
But this is what the Lakers get because they chose Frank Vogel over Tyronn Lue. And this is exactly what they get. Because Frank Vogel out here throwing out lineups with THT and Russell Westbrook on the same lineup. You got lineups with Carmelo, Dwight Howard, and AD on the same lineup. It's not making sense. It's so clunky. The offense is so weird. And like I just said about 10 minutes ago, you got guys like Tyronn Lue who are 500 competing in games with the Warriors, competing in very tough matchups against much superior talent without Kawhi. You know what I mean? With Reggie Jackson as like the third best guy on their team, you got dudes like Hartenstein giving 17 points and whatnot. It's just like this shows you Tyronn Lue knows how. And I'm not just trying to be Tyronn Lue's cheerleader on this episode, but I'm really just trying to give an example of how some of these franchises, they just are way too up their own ass, thinking that they gonna outthink the game. I'm gonna go get Frank Vogel. Oh, when Tyronn Lue just did this with LeBron about a couple years ago.
Don't feel bad for having the pom-poms with Tyronn Lue because there's not a lot of niggas that's praising this motherfucker for his job.
I'm saying
he's doing a hell of a job. He's the best coach in LA.
Correct. That reminds me, the Frank Vogel hire to me reminds me of something like what Jerry Jones would do. Like you bring in like a lame duck coach that's gonna kind of like let us kind of control everything. He's a puppet, and he's catching flack right now. I didn't get to read the article, but I saw where.
Oh, I saw LeBron had to come to his defense.
Yeah, LeBron was coming to his defense, but they about to come after him now, and rightfully so. Like you said, it was dumb. It didn't make sense.
What's the other super chat?
Dylan Grandados, what's up, Dylan? He said Curry will finish higher all time than KD. What's y'all's thoughts on that?
All time what? As far as ranking?
He didn't say. Yeah, he said ranking.
It depends. He will. It depends on how this season. Well, it depends on how the end of his career turns out.
I think he will.
If KD gets another ring and Steph doesn't, he can't be over him, and vice versa.
Well, yeah. If that play out, but I think Steph, in terms of his impact on the game and changing the game, his showmanship. The fact the Warriors are 20-4 with just him, on the court. Of course, Draymond, but we know who it is. We know who the catalyst is on that team.
Does the regular season record mean something to you?
I think when you look back at his career and you zoom out and look at his accomplishment, it will mean something. Yeah, he had 2 rings before. Well, a ring before KD.
I can never choose Steph over KD.
Steph will finish higher, but only on these conditions, and KD will only finish higher on this condition. What I'm saying is, if Steph is able to get another ring, and if he can sniff another MVP or get a Finals MVP on top of a ring, while KD does not get a ring in Brooklyn, he'll finish higher. If KD gets a ring in Brooklyn or wherever he goes after this, because they know he's not going to finish his career in Brooklyn.
No, I don't think he is either.
Nah, he'll probably go somewhere like probably LA. Honestly, him and AD might finish shit out. I don't know, but I think if KD is able to get a ring, a Finals MVP, another MVP, then he will finish higher than Steph. The reason why I'm saying that is because KD has not proven really to be Batman yet.
Yep.
What is he, Nightwing?
He better than that. Man. He's better than Robin. He's better than Robin. He's probably Nightwing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, he's definitely the finishing touch. He's like, yo, he's the icing on the cake. But in OKC, he couldn't be Batman to get the job done. He was obviously the number one option. I'm not saying that he was not the number one option. He's always been the number one option wherever he's been to. but he was only able to take Golden State over the top with what they had in the foundation. Brooklyn, he has not been able to do that yet. He did it last year in terms of foot on the line. Maybe they go
right, almost eliminated them boys.
Almost eliminated them boys, right? But the way that it goes, it didn't happen. So we got to see if KD is really Batman. We know he's him, but is he really him? You feel me? And Steph, he's proven to be him along with Clay. So how is he not? He's
saying
proven
like,
he's him.
Because one of them has never won a Finals MVP.
And
if we talking about those Finals runs, the one that we talk about or at least that I prop up was the best player, like you mentioned, on all his teams. So to me, it's just like, how can I put him over you when you begged him to come to your team and he was the best player on those runs?
So
that was Draymond, but
yeah, like you know how this thing go, man. It's all about stories, right? And narratives. Yeah. The fact that he had to go there, the fact that those two MVPs, granted he earned them and he got them, he wouldn't have got them if it wasn't for Steph.
But I think they both, like, that's the thing. Like, I agree with what Q said as far as like how their careers end. Whoever gets to the title first or last wins.
So let's just say they don't win it anymore.
I still got KD. Because you can't tell me for a fact that Steph would got 2 more rings without KD.
I know KD wouldn't have gotten one without Steph, and I know Steph.
That's a fact.
But Steph already had one though.
He had one
and lost one. You see what I'm saying? KD had
and should have won that one,
but hadn't even gotten to another.
But this is a big if. I'm not trying to hate on Steph with this one because he did get one, but Kyrie was hurt. We saw finals with Kyrie
and Love. Kyrie and Love hurt.
Healthy.
Kyrie and Love was hurt.
And we also know that he was that happened to him in reverse. That's how Kawhi got his. The leprechaun champ.
We ain't talking about Kawhi right now. We're talking about KD and Steph.
I'm bringing up Kawhi to make a point that if Clay was healthy and KD was healthy,
yeah, we all know that.
Or even if Clay was healthy, but let's just say Clay, he would have gotten another one.
But as you see, look at, we had to bring 2 more niggas in for him to get that title.
I'm saying if just Clay was there.
I think even if Clay was there, they would still lose. It would have went further, but they would still lose.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think it would be a 7-game series, and I got Kawhi. They was just hot.
I was pulling
because we ain't gonna never see Siakam be that good. We ain't gonna never see Fred VanVleet.
I didn't want the Warriors to win, so I was pulling for
VanVleet is that guy though.
People were gonna lose their goddamn mind when he
won. VanVleet hit a lot of big shots.
VanVleet and Kyle Lowry. VanVleet and Kyle Lowry, the reason why Kawhi won that championship.
Correct. It wasn't Kawhi.
Oh, don't say that. Don't y'all gonna kill the Kawhi bandwagon jumpers dreams, man. When y'all say stuff like that. They love Kawhi. They said he was the king of LA.
Norman Powell and them was going nuts, man.
He chilling LA.
King of San Diego.
Yeah.
Man, he chilling right now. He doing songs with NBA YoungBoy and shit. He ain't tripping.
Who did?
Kawhi, he had a little Kawhi put out an album and shit, man.
Yeah,
go ahead and stream that.
He's way too sexy now since he was in that Drake video.
That's what it got.
In what game?
When he got hurt.
That finals?
Yeah.
I know he just. I know Clay won't never dunk again.
Oh,
he was heating up when he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know everyone.
Yeah, Siakam get love for that title too.
Yeah, Siakam. Yeah, we get Siakam love.
I'm just saying, like that was. I just feel like that was their moment.
I like where y'all going with this. Yeah, everybody carried Kawhi to that title. Let's add on. Let's add to it.
Somebody else, Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick Nurse. One for Nick Nurse. Kawhi went.
Top 5 coach.
What's the GM name? The GM that pushed the
jury. Yeah,
he deserved credit.
What's the other super chat?
Cass 2 said, "I blame the former GM for the Blazers' troubles, not Dame or Billups. They start 3 guards who all do the same things, have no depth, and 1 center."
But there you go.
100%. Who is it? Neil O'Shea or whatever his name was.
Yeah, whatever you just said, that's probably him.
Yeah. Drink More Water said, "A quarter into the NBA season, which teams are the contenders and who are the pretenders? And early season trends that are fool's gold."
The Warriors are in the West clearly, and in the East, probably it's a toss between Miami, Milwaukee, and Brooklyn as a distant third.
Y'all don't believe y'all don't believe in the Bulls?
The Bulls will be a second round exit.
I think.
I can see. Yeah, I got Bulls being a second round exit.
Depending on the seeding, they could be a first round exit.
I'm scared of Miami being healthy. That's the only problem I have with them. I thought they'd be straight if they could stay healthy.
They'll be healthy.
I think the Suns might. I think the Suns gonna be contenders this year again. I think last year wasn't a fluke for the Suns.
My dark horse in the West is the Jazz. I think this is the year they finally get over the
dark horse though.
Yeah, as far as like being a legit contender.
I gotta see how they.
I would say Memphis. I think Memphis gonna finally kind of shock
as
some
a contender.
People. I think they can. Yeah, I think they can shock some people.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna be Western Conference Finals, nothing like that, but like,
that's what I was thinking of.
I think.
No.
I think they may be a player away.
Is Denver in trouble of having everything crumble right beneath them?
Probably.
They gave over $100 million to a
Myke
$210 million to that.
How much Murray got? How much money Murray got?
Murray, he hurt too.
That's what I'm saying.
Man. Murray gonna be back, but even still losing MPJ.
They got the
MPJ bad back ass. I don't know what the hell going on here.
Hey,
Michael Porter Jr. is a bust.
That squad was
why he got to be a bust?
They were gearing up this year. If he had stayed healthy,
hey,
that would have been my sleeper.
What's the question of the day?
Man,
what has he done?
Why you gotta be a bust?
Because he ain't done shit.
Nobody really expected him to do shit though.
Yes, they did. You heard what Feefo been talking about that nigga.
I don't. No, someone a bust is someone that's like.
Let's go back to the draft. He was a high. He was
like a 14, 15 pick. Yeah, he was like a 14, 15 pick.
I'm saying this for how much money they gave him. He's supposed to be a pillar for their franchise moving forward. It's supposed
to be a bust.
Man, didn't Kevin Knox go ahead of him? Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yes.
Y'all be bringing up. We talk about the Denver Nuggets. We are not talking about the Knicks. And that was a past regime. That's not the regime that I recall.
Michael wanted to go there too. He was like, "Yo, come and get me." Like, damn.
Not with that shit. Not with that.
Not with that bad bag.
So here's the thing. Now, if we're talking about the contract, that's one thing.
That's what I'm mostly talking about.
But
that's the context. That's the context of the player.
His draft, then that's another.
Right. So that's another thing. You can't call him a bust off the draft.
What player that's done what he's done in the league deserves that contract?
We still can't say that though.
There's a lot of players that don't deserve the money they get in this league.
Correct.
No, I'm saying, but that amount of money.
I mean,
it's still a lot of people.
I don't think we can argue that he didn't deserve it with what he was doing on the court.
He was on track to make it happen. Projection wise, he was gonna make.
He's
it
always
happen.
got projection wise.
But I was gonna say it really still depends on if he comes back from the injury. We can't speak soon now. We got to see how long it takes him to get back.
I think he'll come back
off in the form.
He done, bro. He done.
A lot of them players with backs can't.
He done.
Back.
I seen Larry Bird. I seen who else had a bad back?
Larry Johnson.
I think he'll come back, man.
T-Mac had a bad back.
T-Mac, my brother.
Any nigga who had a bad, what's his name? Scottie Pippen, bad back.
Scotty had a bad, but Scotty had a bad body. Like that nigga just had migraines and shit.
And when you look at the rest of the players drafted after him, you might as well take MPJ.
Yeah.
I still would they took a chance. I mean, at the
time, it was high risk, high reward. It was a high risk, high reward pick. They knew what they was getting. They knew what they was getting at the 14th
I'm
pick.
saying that's a domino effect of what your point was about Denver crumbling. I think that is just like they gonna be paying for that nigga when they trying to rebuild and they still got it's gonna hurt that like that whole franchise how it's built. I think Joker is playing phenomenal still, but I just don't see them being real legit contenders in the West.
Not right now.
You know who the two players that they should go get. Not saying that they'll get both of them, but one of each. I think that a guy like Jaylen Brown will be so dope next to Jokic. Or personally, it might sound weird and clunky, but Ben Simmons on that Denver team would actually be pretty fun to see, just as being like the Draymond to Jokic. Like that'd be a very weird front court, but Jokic wouldn't have to push the ball, and you would have guys like Bones, and because I think Bones Highland on that team, he's gonna be one of those Darius Garland types. They know how to find guards for some reason. Like the Will Bartons and whatnot. I think a guy like that with a Ben Simmons in that type of tandem, it will work if they have to like rebuild and whatnot. Cause shit, I'll take an injured Jamal Murray. I'll take him right now over what we got with Ben. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Then you see how low, the pickings, how low this nigga be just the hope that he be trying to pull out this damn box, paradox box.
Speaking of, go ahead.
All I gotta say is their fate was sealed as soon as Feefo said they won a championship
in 5 years. Yeah, yes, yep.
Hey,
I'm like, Feefo, why would you say that?
Speaking of hope, the biggest pretenders on this list is the New York Knicks.
Damn. They are not the pretenders.
They're not even in a playoff.
They in the play-in tournament.
No,
not right now.
They're 11th place.
They're a half game. They're a half game out, but it's still early.
Somebody on the show sitting next to me said that they were gonna finish third in
top
the
three.
East.
Top three, and I'm a die on that hill.
I was gonna question whether we should blow it up.
Because Nick.
Out of the third spot, but
it'd be like a firecracker. It wouldn't be a bomb because they must.
Yeah, Nick. Nick, didn't you say that the Bulls are gonna finish higher? I mean, the Knicks are gonna finish higher than the Bulls?
Yeah, they ain't done yet. The season over. Ken, is the playoffs starting tomorrow? We done?
No, not yet.
I mean, as of so far, quarter to the season.
DeRozan can get hurt at the same
time. So far in this season, the Bulls.
Somebody got COVID in Chicago, so I'm shit.
Oh man, we got 5 players with COVID. We still got a better record over that time than y'all do.
Oh, he said. Oh, you see how he said over that time.
Oh, we got a better record right now than y'all do. Period.
Man, you notice how good they playing without LaMelo?
Bull. Yes. I was just telling you. He was just telling me. He was like, bro, half the squad was out, and they still.
Yes,
bro. And we were saying that the whole time. It was like, bro, like
we were like, man, Charlotte really got a good team.
Yeah, man, outside of LaMelo.
It's not really just Melo.
Yes, sir.
But
I said that.
No, you did not.
I said that.
No, you did not.
No,
you did not.
No,
you did not.
Yes, I did. I said we got a great squad. I love how we.
No, you said this team. You said this team. Thrives off LaMelo.
You said the word, but you said those words. That
I say he's the straw that stirs the drink. He led them in points, assists.
So then, how they drinking? How they drinking then? If they ain't got no straw,
hey, they place. They're ahead of the Knicks.
I said, how do they drinking?
Hey, you ever seen when they talk about movies? They'll take a part of a sentence.
What's the part?
And put it on the ad. Talking about this movie is great for if you want to watch something that's gonna put you to sleep. They'll just truncate the shit.
Let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all a question.
I said this was a great. I love my team. This is a great team.
I'm gonna ask y'all.
But he left out
from the people that bought you the wire.
LaMelo is. I will never change that. LaMelo is the straw that stirs the drink.
And we were
saying that. What does that mean context wise?
That means that he is the leader of his team.
Okay.
Unquestionably.
And what I was trying to tell you was this team was good regardless of whether you have Melo or not.
If
and they're proving it now.
If LaMelo had not been there to start this season, if he was away from this team,
I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about last year.
They would be playing as hard as they are right now.
It's Gordon Hayward, bro.
They believe. Oh my gosh, Gordon
Hayward.
And let me ask y'all a question too. This is a serious question. I thought about this because I
ain't trying to shit on Melo.
Sheldon, they are not going to trade Sabonis for Gordon Hayward, man. Give it up, dog.
Hey, that was a joke, Q.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
I said, no. I said that.
I said
no.
Where was your LOL, Shelton?
I did say that.
You got to put LOL. I'm just playing somewhere.
But
you argue with me for about a half an hour before you said I'm just playing.
Right. No. I told y'all that there's no way they make that trade if they got any.
What's your question?
No, the question I have though, seriously, is what team that each one of y'all would like to see play? Like if you had to pay money to see a team, what team in the league right now would you want to go see? Like
Steph.
what team would you?
Steph. Yep. Steph.
Everybody wants to see Steph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steph and Embiid probably.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Nick, who you? If the full roster was there, I'll see Brooklyn.
Oh my God! I knew he was gonna go away from Steph.
Actually, I want
that's my personal. I don't give a fuck
you don't want to see Julius Randle go to his left all day. You don't want to see that?
No, he don't want to see that anymore. We saw that last year.
We saw that story.
He don't want to see that.
And that hat was so far under the seat.
I would actually like to go see Embiid play, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
He's a monster in person.
Giannis. I wouldn't mind seeing.
I want to go. That's why I said I gotta get more bang for my buck. I gotta see Kyrie, KD, Harden. That's a nice ticket. If they all playing.
That's true. I'm telling you though, and this is coming from a fan, but it's true. Y'all should watch Charlotte, man. I'm telling you.
All right, next question, man.
We should have just led with that, show.
No, that wasn't why you set us up. Because I said Steph too. That was my answer.
Okay, so then you already answered. Let's go.
But he said all that just to say y'all should watch Charlotte.
No, I thought about that.
I've been watching Charlotte, bro.
It's exciting basketball, ain't it?
They're all right.
Yeah,
I don't get excited to watch them, but I'm watching LaMelo. I actually fuck with Miles Bridges more than Melo.
He don't.
Bridges is hard. He gonna be that. He's gonna be one of them ones real soon.
He is. Q.
His confidence is just like,
man. That Hawks game. Watching him in that Hawks game, that dude right there is a monster. When he made up his mind to go to the basket, ain't nobody stopping him.
And that's jumpers. And Sheldon, you know what the thing is though, is that what's so important about stories and players like Miles Bridges is the fact that sometimes you need an organization that is going to stick with you and develop you. Yep. Because imagine if Miles Bridges had went to Golden State or if he had gone to a San Antonio when they were winning their championships, they would have been like, he's not ready, he's too raw, and then he might have ended up in the G League for 3 years, and then had to be on some like Seth Curry type path where I have to prove my worth. But when you have a team like the Hornets with a GM like Kupchak and a rebuilding mode and a rebuilding coach like Borrego, I think that he got the benefit of being able to just kind of incubate there and work on his skill under the radar, no expectations, and now you seeing 3-point shot coming along, athleticism out the gym, you know what I mean? And the IQ's coming along too. Defensive too. He's gonna be a defensive guy that you can rely on too. More like a Tobias Harris, not like a great defensive player, but someone who can tween enough to be able to take 3s and 4s and make it tough on them.
He is because he's real strong. He played 4 in college, Michigan State, by the way, B. But he
I know.
He was a strong man. He's a strong dude, man. And he was pushing John Collins around a little bit. Now, John Collins played great basketball that night, too. But I'm just saying, just the strength of that dude, man, he up there. And what's crazy is to start the season, he was coming off the bench. But they had no choice but to play him because the way he was playing, he had to play.
I've been meaning to tell you this for a minute. I forgot what game I was watching. But I picked the Hornets broadcast. And them motherfuckers are so goddamn annoying.
They're so funny.
Fucking announcers.
They are the funniest announcers. They are hilarious, yo.
Yeah, they are
hilarious. Oh my god, they got on my fucking nerves.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
Miles Bridges.
Nick, it was the whitest shit I ever.
I'll be laughing because
Miles Bridges.
Oh my god, it's like Shelton calling.
I'd rather watch. I'd rather listen to paint dry than listen to Charlotte game.
I ain't gonna lie with you because it's worse than me. Ken, they were going on longer than I was, and I jumped about my seat. Even yesterday, Boat Night got a dunk that was super.
Mm-hmm.
He went crazy for like 5 minutes. I'm like, come on, man, let's get back to the game.
Man, Miles just had it was just the regular dunk, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you would think he did the damn D Brown shit.
Man,
he said, "Miles Bridges, I can't believe this." It's like, dude, like, that's a nice dunk.
That's it. And he won't let up. And
he is hilarious.
Right along with him.
Yeah, I love it, man.
They do scream at the layups, man.
They scream.
They fucking crazy.
They scream. But I did say this. I say, man, listen. He got the best job in the world because he's having a good time.
He really
watching the game. He watching the game. That's all he doing. Josh Bros said, "Come on, y'all. If any other player in the NBA had Porzingis as their second star, you'd be roasting the team saying they need more. But y'all hating on Luca."
He has a point.
Say what he said again.
No, he does have a point because we would be like, "What the fuck is Porzingis doing?" Because I've done that when I've seen subpar talent around LeBron. Except LeBron was winning games
and going to 8 straight finals.
Yeah.
And we didn't ask those questions about LeBron until the second round.
Wait. Sheldon, the nigga who says that shit, like all the Miles Bridges, like he's black, nigga? What?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. He ain't all the way black. He like
okay. He mulatto. Okay.
Yeah.
He said he a mulatto.
Yes.
Like
But
this is
he
bro.
funny though, man.
This bro right here. That's crazy.
He hilarious though. But I don't know.
That explains everything.
Hey, Ashley, I can't think of her name, but y'all look at the sideline reporter. I took pictures with him. I lost my mind by her now. Hey,
hold up
she
now.
that one.
She that one. Hold on.
I'm telling you, we got the best sideline reporter in the game. No, I take that back.
What's her name?
Ashley, I'm gonna send it to you. Ashley something.
She got an IG.
He only know her IG name.
That's funny.
Ashley,
she's a sideline reporter for Charlotte.
Okay. Shamadi, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Shamadi.
Oh, okay, for sure. Okay.
All right,
I take that back though, cause Roz out there. Roz, take the cake.
But she's for Atlanta. She does Atlanta though, don't she?
Who, Roz?
Hawks. Yeah.
Nah, Roz was with Golden State, wasn't she?
I'm not sure.
Roz Oliver Kunde, whatever her name.
You asked for details. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't get that intimate.
Yeah.
you talking about her?
Ken said I don't answer questions.
Oh, who's that? That's her.
She's nice.
Ashley Holder. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the queens out there doing anything. You know,
I might have to get some court size.
What's the name?
Ashley.
What's the name?
Her name is Ashley Holder, and she is giving everything we need to see right now. But
Post it in the whatchamacallit.
Oh yeah, I got y'all. Don't worry.
Yeah, B need to do more research.
Just for the dead end purposes.
You know,
trying to see what Charlotte's about.
Yeah, I need to watch some of these K games though.
Y'all dumb, man.
I'm feeling that.
King Deal said, y'all think Giannis already a top 3 power forward of all time?
Top 5.
I don't think so.
His career's still going on. I'd say he's top 8 guaranteed.
It's still early. It's still early.
Dirk,
KG,
KG, and Tim Duncan. Let's stop.
Tim Duncan is a power forward, correct?
Power forward.
Yes, he
KG,
is.
Tim Duncan, and Dirk.
But he's still 5 behind Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale probably still has something on Giannis, and then probably. Well, I mean, honestly, two MVPs. I mean, you could make the case he's a better player than Kevin McHale, obviously, but
yeah,
more of a winner, more of a legacy yet, probably not. But Giannis
it's still early. It's still early. Yeah, we still got
top five.
Top five.
But boy, Barkley, like, come on now, like he's better than Barkley at this point.
Drink More Water said, Giannis accolades at 27. He's a 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 4-time All-Defensive, All-Rookie Team, MIP, Most Improved Player, a 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA champion.
Oh, you talking about Giannis?
Come on.
Talking about Giannis?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a list.
It is. When you look at it in its totality, that's nice already.
And he got a ring the hard way.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Over COVID.
We got any more super chats?
Yeah, Josh Rose said, "Who's y'all's least favorite head NFL announcer?"
Oh, I can't stand Chris Collins.
Chris Collinsworth. Oh, we right here, Q. We are right here.
You know, I really think that
I don't care for Chris Collins. Well, when I was watching football, I didn't care for Chris Collinsworth.
My favorite is Tony Romo.
Fuck out of here.
Shout out Pam Oliver's wig. That's you know what I mean. That's what I'm.
Hey Q, come on, bro. Not Pam. I will say she had that same wig for about 20 years.
But her and T.I.'s hat, like her and T.I.'s hats be looking the same, bro. That shit is crazy. It's all the way on the side of her head.
I'm trying to think of NFL.
Come on,
shit, there's not that many good ones, honestly.
Tony is dope.
I like Tony.
Tony's
Tony
good. I just don't care.
That's why I like it.
I just don't care for Tony. He's good at what he does, but I just don't care for him.
Bro, I know Tony be mad at Dak when he watching that shit. I know he be mad at Dak. I can tell by his way he be talking. He like, you know, if that was me out there, then I'm just on some like this nigga can't do what I did, like on some, you know what I mean, some that type of shit. It's crazy.
I think a lot of people's favorites right now though is Peyton and Eli.
They don't even say. They just be talking. They don't even be saying.
Bro, they just drunk, bro. They just up there drinking, like just. How you think about his game? Man, he ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just real.
It's awesome. some quarterback was running, right? And Eli said his longest run was like 16 yards. And he said he got a delay of game penalty during the run. I thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
They eventually gonna take over Monday Night Football.
Yeah, they got to.
Like
yeah.
I think people realize like we don't give a fuck about. We want to be. It's a TV show.
The game is about to change.
But do y'all know y'all know when I was watching it Monday night what I thought about? That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing we do.
Yeah.
I say that's what they saw us doing it, and that's what they doing.
Yeah, the game about to change, bro.
That's how we do our Thursday night show.
We have any more? Then we'll get ready to get out of here.
Yeah, Igwe Ike said, "Who's y'all MVP contenders for the NFL?"
MVP contenders.
I say let's just name your top. Name your top.
Rodgers, Brady, Murray.
It's just Murray for me.
You say if you saying who the league is gonna say, it's what Q just said.
No, just who your top three?
My top three.
Yeah,
it would be Rodgers, Brady, Murray. Same order.
Mine's is Rodgers, Murray, Lamar.
The only reason I can't put Murray and Murray's my favorite of all of them, but the only reason I can't put him up there is because he missed 2 games.
But I mean, those 2 games don't mean shit.
He
was balling before, and he's been balling.
I agree 100%. It's just that they have to. You got to take it out. That's all. If you telling me I ain't got to take it out, then I'm putting him up there too.
I just who got the most shade.
And they won when he was out.
they lost when he first. Well,
they won one. They were 1-1 with him. How many games he missed? 2.
He missed like 2.
Because they were 1-1.
They were shit.
They lost to Carolina and they beat who did they beat? Cleveland? No. Or did he play that game? They beat somebody.
Yeah, they beat somebody close.
Did you have anything else?
That was the last one.
Oh, that's Nick.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. All right, man. B, man, appreciate you coming hanging out with us, bro.
Oh yeah. You know.
Before we go, your thoughts on Cade so far? I know somebody asked that earlier. I meant to ask you when I saw it.
I like it. I like him. I think he can definitely be a player that can be our one of our go-to, if not the go-to guy for our squad. He's a rookie, so he's definitely need to work on his shot selection a lot better, because it'd be some nights where a dude be shooting like 3 for 11, 3 for 12, and then it'd be some nights where he shooting 50, 60%. So he just got to get better on his shot selection, man. I mean, he's definitely a pass. He can be a pass first player, but if you want him to score, he can score. So I like the way that he can be versatile like that. So I mean, it's just building blocks, man. I like the direction that the Troy Mitchell and Dwayne Casey and the Pistons organization is going. And I'm glad to see our fans understand that too, and they kind of like, okay, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna be patient with this, but hopefully in a couple of years we start seeing some better results. So we're gonna probably be a top 5 lottery draft pick team again this year, but then going next year if we have a better record, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for whatever our record is this year. Can we at least add that to maybe 10 to 12 more games next year? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it, man.
If y'all get that boy Paolo next to Cade,
man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting to see what, because I really think Troy Mitchell is really going to kind of go with the kind of build this thing, kick this thing off through the draft. So far the young core guys we got were good. They're just young. They just got, because it's been some games that they've been in a lot. Like some of the tougher teams that we supposed to lose to, we'll be winning, and in the fourth quarter it's just like the youth kind of kicks in, and it's like they don't know how to finish the game. So I mean that's what's to happen. But the fact that Cade is ready for the challenge, and he's ready for any challenge, whether it's LeBron, whether it's anybody, KD. I like that he got that moxie in him, man. So the dude is not scared at all. So I like it.
B, so do you feel like you build a team around Cade, or do you draft somebody else and he's that second guy? Would he be your Batman or Robin?
It depends on who we draft. I mean, because like I said, he can be a pass first guy too. So I can definitely see him being a Robin to but see, that's the thing. I don't know which direction Troy gonna go, because we've never been like hey, draft a Trace McGrady type of offensive player and just let him score 35 a game. So it's just gonna be interesting, man. Yeah, if we do draft like a good big, a forward that can average 25 and 10, I can definitely see Cade being a Robin to that, and being like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be the pass first, but if you need me to put put up 35, I can do that. So, you know, I'd be interesting to see. You know, I just got to see how K is going to develop into. But like as of right now, he can be that guy that can develop to be your main guy. But it just depends on who they draft next and who they get. I can be like, okay, yeah, no, that's going to be our one. So
absolutely,
he had a great game yesterday. They lost, but he balled out.
Yeah, they playing. I mean, they everybody playing. You know what I'm saying? It's just we just got to learn how to win.
Yeah, and that's they didn't close out.
They didn't close it out. Yeah,
that's all they had to do.
It's about 10 games that I've watched that we did not close out. That typically a team that know how to win, we would have won that game. But you know, like I said, youth. You know, we get through it.
You watch all the Pistons game?
Every chance I get to, yeah. If I have time, I'm watching. Yeah. Every chance I get, I watch a Piston game if I got time.
Win or losing, the man of the season. Well, never mind.
Well, man,
You over here just throwing shade.
Hey,
now,
no. He ain't throwing shade. No, win or lose, I still watch it because I still like to see what spots. You know, like okay, well, we need to improve on here. Or okay, he needs to do better on here. Yeah, man, I'm a diehard Piston guy, man. You talking to someone that's been through the highs and the lows with this damn team for damn near going on 30 years. So
it's been a lot of lows lately, B, man. It's been some of the low of the low.
And recently though, recent years, yes.
Recent.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh Bros asked B, who do you want the Lions to take number one?
Damn.
I have no idea. I mean, I've barely been. Yeah, I've been watching a little college football, but not a lot to be like.
It's gonna be your boy.
You don't like the dude from Hutchinson? You don't like the edge rusher from the Ducks?
They said Hutchinson he's taking over that spot. He has better stats, and they said that game against Ohio State put him in the top.
No, he ain't do much against Ohio State.
No, he did.
You talking about Thibodeau?
Yeah, Thibodeau is coming out, but he was number one for coming into the season. But his pace kind of slowed down compared to Hudson. Hudson went crazy on Ohio State
until the combine happened. And they see this black man.
I'm about to say once the combine happened, he gonna be top 3 again.
They see how slow that white boy is.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, but he ain't gonna run. He ain't gonna run.
Oh
yeah. You know they play them games, and they want their boy up there. But they looking at him like Joey Bosa.
Yeah, that's what's gonna sell him. That Watt, Bosa,
and he number 97, so he playing that role.
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming through. We appreciate all the super chats. We appreciate the membership, man. Like I said, we got 2 more shows.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing the membership. I've been seeing the memberships in the chat since I got on. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and we got something lined up nice for next year too. So all the support is going towards those endeavors. But yeah, 2 more shows left. One Thursday, Feefo will be back. And then our last show of the year will be Tuesday.
We're about to pick our Christmas games early then.
Yeah. But we'll still have our chat, and maybe I'll do a short and maybe make an announcement of some video just to let people know who we got and shit like that. So, but yeah, we'll catch you guys then. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, hit that like button and subscribe if you hadn't yet.